We're getting removed.
You did save 9 people's lives in London, but the authorities are still kind of freaked out. You also killed a prolific painter, an artist.
No, he killed himself.
That's
No,
not how I remember it.
He wrote
the end of his own story.
He got the tar beat out of him and then shot.
But he did it to himself.
His mother did turn out to be a lizard person.
His mother did turn out to be a lizard person.
That there is a trail of bodies. Who's to blame is hard to say.
I mean, I think we should just admit that we didn't kill everyone. There are people who are still alive. And I think that's what we should be focusing on right now.
You are a glass half full, sir. That's great.
That being said, you guys didn't come out unscathed either.
Okay.
Who did we lose? We lost the Pinkerton man.
Oh, really? That's too bad. He was fun.
Didn't succumb completely to his injuries.
Yeah.
He's now retired.
That's 2 of your characters now.
Yeah, mine's gone again.
Again?
Again.
Well, who were you playing last time?
That was the doctor, Victor Smallhouse.
Oh, that's right. And he died again?
Well,
wow.
Technically, he didn't die,
Did he go
but
mad?
he was so in such bad shape they couldn't get him anywhere in time. He was still alive when we left, but we were out in the middle of nowhere.
But did he bleed out? He did, didn't he? Poor guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he died.
Saved my life.
So, there's that.
That's right.
Then he died.
Sweet.
So, currently you guys are on the docks getting ready to board a...
You have my character sheet?
Yeah.
Does somebody have a Simpsons picture on there?
Yes.
It's me. That's my new character.
Nice.
Jock Bottoms.
Jacques Botan. Jacques Botan.
Who you are, Colette?
I don't know. I love this being.
I really feel like I should roll another character because I'm afraid mine is going to die soon.
Probably.
So I could
Yeah.
How injured?
Oh, she's not. She's fine. Like she's fine, but the way
She slept through a whole encounter. So
the way the characters are going, I feel like I'm not. I don't know. I feel like it's not. You shouldn't count.
I'm only on my second shmee. So
second shmee. Is there a whole family of shmees?
There will be if we have to get there. One crazier than the next.
Victor von Schmee, the Schmee cousin from Amsterdam.
No, we went from Dick Schmee to Regina Schmee. So maybe a Peter Schmee's next. I don't know. I'll just see. We'll just see when we get there.
I was the youngest. They ran out of names.
Well, it could be Harry Buck Schmee.
Oh, Harry Schmee. Good. Yeah.
Harold Schmee. The upper class uncle.
The upper class uncle. So you guys are, with the exception of Andy's character and Chris's character, and Sean's character.
We're actually a mixed gender group now.
No, we're not mostly female.
Yeah.
What? I don't know his backstory. He's going to be on the boat too.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Sure.
The rest of you are currently on the docks getting ready to board a boat that is headed for Port Said, about 2 hours outside of Cairo.
It's not a 2-hour trip, though.
It is not a 2-hour trip. No, it's about a...
Once
It was a 3-hour cruise.
4, I believe it was. All 3.
The skipper's in a blue shirt. There's a bumbling idiot. And that's true.
Sorry, movie star.
We're keeping that in here.
I've decided.
Is anyone here a
I
movie
will
star?
swim.
I'm a professor, so you know whatever.
I'm a gin smuggler / reporter.
They were on the
How
boat.
about that probation?
So,
In Europe, though, you don't have to worry about it.
yeah, you guys did not get in as much trouble with alcohol this last time because prohibition was not met.
See, prohibition just causes more problems. I think that's what we all
It makes
took away
people like
from
the
it.
Schmees very wealthy.
There was a higher level of casualties in London.
That's true too. But booze was not the culprit. Crazy death cult Bonebirds
We
were
are
the
much more
culprit.
dangerous when we are sober.
What happened last night?
At least
You're much more dangerous when we're sober.
We're really saving lives. But
That's true. So is there anything you guys would like to do before you board the ship?
Can I buy a new gun?
You want to go? You want to go buy a new gun? Okay. Yeah. What do you want?
I want a 1911. I want something with some
Okay,
stopping
with
power.
the help of Inspector Barrington, because of his gratitude for you saving his.
Yeah, he would probably have a 1911.
He'll give you his 1911. He
Have a
wishes you luck.
1911.
He says, "Good luck, Miss Shmee," and he winks at you.
Ha!
Oh, that's right. I had a thing.
Well, we tried to have a thing.
No. You and Jasper tried to have a thing.
All of us did. I tried to hit on the cop too. Remember the cop? But the cop said he'd meet me at the lounge or whatever, but he never met up with me. GM, that was your job.
We got one job.
We had like an hour of having a date.
Can I see the book?
I'm meeting
Another
a crazy
1911
American
in there.
gin smuggler. I don't think so. That's my British
You'll
accent.
always have London.
Well, we didn't do anything.
It's a Casablanca reference.
You kept me under house arrest. Then you interrogated that poor child.
He was looking at you, kid?
They were super afraid of the mist because
Oh,
at
yeah.
one point the mist was choking them.
Yeah.
And then they saw someone pacing the house, and they grabbed him and interrogated him. Which he did know a little bit, didn't he?
I think it was
Yeah,
more
he
that
knew
we couldn't
something.
quite scare him enough to confess. So.
I was going to pour hot water on his lap,
Yes,
but
you
apparently
were. Yes, you were.
that wasn't scary.
Pour him a cup of tea.
Exactly. He was being all British.
Okay. Anything else you guys would like to declare?
I have everything.
All right.
No.
You guys are.
Have I entered the picture yet?
You guys are all on the boat. You three will already be on the boat.
Okay.
Actually,
We're on
what's
a
your
boat.
idea?
Well,
Oh, actually, I've got
my
the
character's a
sheet right
thief, and I'm thinking at this point he's done too much work in England, and he's actually trying to make his way home, but he's not smart enough to realize he's getting on a boat to Egypt.
Oh, good.
You have the
Roll,
answer.
roll an idea for me.
Roll an idea?
Yep.
Alright. The actual dice. What can
Andy's character has Dick Schmee level idea.
Aha. There's a plan. What would Dick Schmee do?
And I don't think I make it.
Your idea.
Oh, I do, barely.
65. So what'd you roll?
I rolled a 64.
Nice.
I have
Not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Whatever you're thinking.
an idea.
So you
I'm
Okay,
gonna get on a boat.
All right, you guys are on the boat, and you're headed out to sea. All right, so you guys can introduce your characters. We'll find Miss.
Olivia Pendergast.
What do you say? The shuffleboard court.
If
How do you want to RP this?
there is a small on ship study room,
There absolutely is a library.
library.
There's a library.
I would be
The library.
reorganizing the books in alphabetical order. Because
The Dewey
my
Decimal
character is
people are going to
OCD.
hate that.
All right, you guys stumble in and assume that she is the ship's librarian.
Excuse me, librarian. Hello.
Greetings.
Hi. So, we're going to be on this boat for a while, and
Roll an idea.
okay. And
Sorry.
I'm about to. I
Sorry.
think I might be coming up with an idea, possibly.
Screen.
That's my idea. I don't. Where is it again?
Upper right hand side.
Oh, it's my idea is 70. I rolled a 57.
She looks pretty. She looks familiar to you.
No. Have I seen you somewhere before? Are you from New York, perchance?
Have not made it across the pond.
No. Oh, wait. What's your name?
Olivia Pendergast.
Olivia Pendergast. Okay, it's been a couple months. Where do we know the Pendergasts from?
You don't.
We don't.
We don't.
Necessarily.
Okay. I can't
But
place
you
you.
recognize her.
I can't place you, but you
Colonel
look very
Pendergast
familiar
is
to me.
starting to lie.
Whether or not she recognizes you, you're not sure. And I don't know
Aren't the
either.
Pendergasts kind of like a famous family?
I feel like they were. That name sounds
Well,
familiar, but it's been 2 months.
In New York,
No idea where I got it.
there was the museum.
At like 11 o'clock last night.
Or the socialite. I can't remember from one of those.
The socialite was Carlisle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Pendergast.
They were somehow connected to this.
Yeah, but because there was someone who got a letter of introduction to
Well done.
the foundation. I just don't remember.
Turkey bone.
Anyway, continue your.
Yeah. All
RP.
our
If
notes
you
have a
did recently
turkey
visit
bone
the
with it.
Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That might be
Yeah,
it.
I would be the curator.
Are you?
Nice.
Okay, that's probably why. We stopped by while we were in London. We probably saw you there.
Oh, fantastic.
But
Stop bar.
I hear there was some nasty trouble there.
Lovely
I would
place.
hope
I hope
not.
to visit.
Love that. Love.
London. No, I haven't been.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I was never there.
Suppose, are you were the librarian, are you not?
No.
No. Oh, I suppose. Have you looked around, seen if they have anything on ancient Egyptian, I don't know, cults or anything of that nature?
Actually, under the seas, there is a very useful book.
Oh, glorious.
Yes, yes. Cults and other interesting organizations.
Perhaps you could
Sounds
show
like what we're looking for.
This sounds too perfect to be true.
Yeah, it's a trap.
It's a trap. Barno.
So yeah, basically, well, yeah, you guys. We'll say you all meet Miss Pendergast.
Yeah.
She turned out to be she just worked at the museum that you guys stopped in for a little while you were in
Yeah.
London.
And that's all we did.
Yeah, what were you doing on the? Or what are you? I guess you can tell them what you're up to. Why you're on the boat headed
Sabbatical.
to Egypt? Sabbatical.
Well, sabbatical.
Yes.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Just going on a little vacation. Yeah, us too.
A little bit of a walkabout.
It's quite delightful.
A holiday, I suppose you people say across the pond.
Yes.
Trying to find
Yes,
ourselves.
a holiday.
Great.
Careful with that bag. That's my gin case.
I hear clinking. I hear clinking coming from your bag.
Also, your tingly statue. You do have a statue that makes you tingly.
I'm just gonna carry it around.
Just lick it every now and again.
Okay, and then where would we find?
I would probably come up to them at dinner
Okay.
and introduce myself. Coco, I hear that you are investigating the Carla expedition.
How do you feel about gin?
I've never had
Sound
it
like that guy
myself.
from Frozen. You
I'm
big someone blow out.
exactly.
Oh, that,
We love that.
that's the best. Love it so much. I hate that movie.
I am also investigating the Carla expedition. Can I come with you?
I see no reason why not. With an introduction like that, I think we have to accept.
Introduction. I am Fimi de France, daughter of Detective Henry de France of the Belgian Police Department.
Oh. Belgian.
I would have.
Finest police
Delicious.
department in all of Europe and Africa,
Africa.
from where I am.
You notice she's got a dark pigmentation.
She's got a dark complexion.
She's African.
She looks exotic.
She's half, right? Or
Yeah,
she-
she's half.
She's an African Belgian.
Belgian.
So, yeah, of Africa.
Oh, good. I'm very excited to join you. What clues have you gathered?
There's like a folder. You can like.
There's a folder in there.
Some people have some statues. There's a crazy. We lost the headdress when we lost Shmi, didn't we?
A turkey leg
Sorry
with a
for your
nail in
loss.
it.
You have had quite the adventure. This is
Also, if you have space in your bags for gin,
Shmi's never
it's
died,
a very
so
small
she's missing an
bag.
action.
Was Regina a gin smuggler too?
yeah, remember she did the trade.
That's also a clue.
Oh yeah, that's
She
a
signed that contract at the club to supply gin.
She was starting
And
the-
you did spice. That's
I did them both.
Sort of backstab Two-Face. And then killed him later on.
I backstabbed him, then I shot him.
Literally backstabbed him.
I would have, but I didn't have my ceremonial knives on me at the time.
Bayonet?
Got my 9mm, all attached one of the daggers.
That's a very Shmi thing to do.
You're gonna make a rat flail next?
She's looking more and more like her brother every day.
I used some gaffer tape to get these daggers attached to my pistols.
She's losing her mind.
Are we, or are the Shmis the most sane people in the room? We make money everywhere we go.
You probably know more about the actual universe than everyone else. That's probably what's going on. Do they meet anyone else at the?
They possibly could, but they don't.
Or where
really-
would you prefer? I'll let you.
Well, my thought was that maybe it's not the best way to work it in is that he's working his way across on the boat itself
okay.
because he just doesn't have much money.
It would be a fun plot point if he didn't have enough money when we got to Egypt, and then he had to roll a new character.
All right, Sonny Jim, you're going back home.
Empty pockets done.
You haven't paid your way on this boat yet,
Toss
son.
him up in the middle of the meeting.
So he's kind of basically working his way
Bloody
across.
Frenchman.
Oh, I know who that is.
So I guess I can sit there as they're around. Maybe they finally hit the dining room, and I'm like, Pardon me, can I take your order?
Are you a French?
Well, yes, but
Actually, yes.
In that Simpsons episode where they drink antifreeze.
It
and,
sounds like a terrible idea.
and of course, as they're talking about stuff, and they're he's listening because he is a thief. He's like,
Are you going to try to pickpocket any of them?
Gold statues?
not here, but
You
I'm
should
thinking
try to
maybe
pickpocket
I can break
Regina.
into place to see any of their artifacts.
Yeah, maybe we should.
You should totally try to pickpocket me.
It's very dangerous to try to steal from the schmooze.
That's what I'm picking up. I was like, I wait for the opportunity.
I'm usually armed. Yeah. So if you're pickpocketing, you should steal the weapons.
And maybe just over time he realizes he can't steal from them. And he's like, I have a proposition for you. I am one of the world's greatest thieves.
You have such a beautiful accent.
Well, thank you very much.
That's just not very good magic.
And perhaps if I was cut into the deal, I could help in retrieving various artifacts.
A deal? Are we making money?
Please.
Well, I know I'm making money.
I know you guys are trying to find artifacts. They are very valuable. We can sell them for much money, no?
No.
I don't think you want to.
Gin, no.
I can buy gin at any corner market in France.
Silver gold.
Upon hearing the idea of selling these priceless artifacts, I slam my hand down on
Your
the table.
dainty hand.
It belongs in a museum.
Which is fine with me because
If you hadn't made the joke, I would.
Are they easy to steal from?
Once Glenn, I'm glad
I mean, we did rob. I mean, we didn't rob one.
So you're all introduced now, so we
Yay.
can figure out how your relationships develop. Before you guys get to Port Said, I'll allow you. You can all pick one skill that reasonably you could practice on a boat, since you've got a long road.
Handgun. Just on the back of the boat.
You could, I guess you could have someone throwing
seagulls.
bottles. You could have someone throwing bottles. I'll allow if you like to have guns be one of them. You can be shooting bottles off the end of the boat.
No, I should do something else because my
You can pick
handgun's
one
pretty
skill
good.
to attempt to level up.
How do
Oh,
you
drive auto.
heal?
How about persuade?
My character's
I
probably
how
like.
long of a trip do you?
I'm gonna do persuade.
Probably.
You're gonna try to.
Persuade.
Week and a
Like,
half, maybe.
I'll let you roll a d3 twice.
The D3
Would you like to borrow mine?
Sure.
or would you like to
Work
borrow
very-
mine?
His is actually.
And this
works
whole
better.
trip, I've
If you
probably
can
just
read
been,
mine, mine works better.
Okay.
You go with his. Yeah.
This whole trip, I've probably just been hanging out in my room, groaning,
Yeah.
forcing myself
That's
to
true.
come.
You can
I think I've
heal.
been
I'll allow
napping.
you to heal.
That's a 3.
3.
That's
That's
good.
plus 3.
That looks like a 2.
You have a 3-sided die. How does that work?
It's a 2.
We printed them at the library.
We did.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
I just had to draw little pips on
See,
there.
look what you can do. Mine has a 1 on it
Awesome.
and a 3 on
His
it.
is better.
So you roll it, and whichever side comes up is what you roll.
That's cool.
I mean, obviously you can do this, divide by 2, but
But doggone it, we got a 3D printer.
doggone it.
That's right.
how fun is
We could have
dividing?
printed anything we wanted.
Would be something to.
So yeah, what would you guys like to attempt to?
I'm gonna start
Okay, so
persuading people.
how are you going to? What exactly are you going to be selling gin?
No, just try and rent and get people to do stuff.
An example.
Like
By gin.
buy gin or
Drink
buy
gin.
me drinks at the bar.
No,
Give me personal valuables of some sort.
Okay, yeah. So you can
A couple of
try to
D10.
pass that, right? Or no, fail.
You have to
wanna
fail it.
Fail it.
Come on over.
So you gotta roll above it.
How many people would you say are on this vessel?
A few hundred.
Okay.
But you got some drinks out of it.
Did you fail? Or you?
He failed.
I passed. I
failed.
did, yes. I got to 48 and I need to get over 50.
I go swimming. Wait. No.
Man overboard.
Come back.
It's not a cruise ship. There's no pool.
He's swimming along the side of the boat.
That's
I'm
remarkable.
gonna work on my theming skills, so I'm gonna go for hide.
You're gonna hide?
Hide and seek.
Hiding in
He's
barrels.
gonna be in this big Egyptian basket. Like from
You cannot see me.
It used to be a montage of him like hiding from.
Hiding invisible.
he is poking up and then going back down again.
It's just this crate moving along.
The bushes.
What?
Cardboard box.
Dang it, Jock! Where'd that guy get to?
And then he's like dragging some body around.
I did not know we were going to Manhattan.
Oh, there's a little bit of murder. The murder is the least of my vices.
Yeah, anyone else want to?
Since I was in my
seems
room a
a
lot,
waste
I
not
did
to.
a lot of reading on archaeology. Can I
Alright,
brush up my
sure.
archaeology?
Yeah.
Where's my run?
So what do I
That
have?
makes sense.
I have to pass it? Or?
Yeah,
Fail
so,
it.
well, you want to roll
Roll
over
over
your
it.
number.
So you usually want to roll
When you're
under it.
upgrading, well, yeah, when you're...
D10s.
Jump skill.
You want to roll over your number?
when you're gaining,
When
yeah,
you're
when
leveling
you're
up.
trying to level up.
Right.
Oh god.
Because it gets harder and harder. It's like my handgun
Right,
is 75, so it's hard to roll over 75, right?
No good.
Whenever I get a good roll, that's when
Usually.
I'm leveling up my skills.
Trying to decide what I want.
27. I
But
want
this
to.
game's sneak mechanics are insane.
Yeah.
Because you have to do hide and sneak if you want to move.
Okay.
And
Because you have to
just
stay
get
hidden.
both.
And,
You have to get hidden. Well, that's a lot of games. I mean, like in
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, you have to hide first before you can. Because once you're
Oh,
once
they
you're
are the new
seen,
one.
once you're seen,
Yeah.
you can't sneak.
Yeah, but usually if they have they'll have one skill
And
and,
fade
they'll
out.
have it. So it's like,
Oh.
see that?
That is the most interesting shadow I've ever seen.
It's like I stab at you and sneak.
We're just holding someone here.
That is true. They have streamlined it so it's
yeah,
all
so
combined.
it's usually one skill because on most systems now. So.
Where's the run?
And we can be lenient on that rule.
Oh no, it's fine. No, I don't mind running both. It's just that I had to put points in both
Mm-hmm.
to actually be able to use
To
it.
sneak and move around.
Yeah.
I am going to. I'm very excited to be on a boat, and so I will go and talk to the navigator to learn more about navigation.
That sounds like a very useful skill.
It is. What if I am on a boat and I need to know how to navigate? And now I do.
You rolled a 41.
Which beats 10.
Certainly does.
So what do I have to roll then?
You roll a
D10.
d10.
Roll a d10. I get a 10.
Nice.
Jeez.
Isn't that
You
one?
really learned a lot from that captain.
That's a one.
A
Now.
1. Yeah, you're right. So I got a 1.
You're supposed to roll
Sorry.
the other one.
Yeah, you're right. So I have an 11.
There you go.
Nice try.
I now know which way the boat is supposed to go.
We were in the bow of the boat all along.
All along. I now know these things.
I think the blue one is land.
Blue one is like-
No, I got it.
What would you like to study? Mists.
Mists. I'm thinking maybe I spend all my time in the library researching occult stuff because it seems really relevant.
So you want to just research?
I think I might just do
Occult?
occult. Yeah.
Okay.
This boat has a library?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's very good.
That's where we met.
Spending
What's her
up
name?
most
Miss
of the-
Pendergast.
Yes.
Pendergast.
And I passed.
So there might be a pool on this boat.
I failed.
A little higher class than we thought.
You failed.
No, I rolled over it.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
failed the roll, but passed the level up. So I rolled what?
Roll a d10.
Roll a d10.
10. Ayo. I rolled a 3.
So you get 3.
Yes. Awesome.
Yes.
Got a
What are you
pencil.
going to level up, Chris?
Well, I think because I am so thrilled to finally have someone in the library, I'm going
You
to.
make- Oh, actually, yeah. You can use this box, and there's pencils in there. And
Oh,
there's a
great.
pencil sharpener.
Careful,
They're $12 pencils.
The whole box or each one?
don't know necessarily how fast talk would be applicable, but maybe I'm just so thrilled. I'm just.
Yeah. So fast talk would be.
But it's kind of like talking
Sneaking
your way out.
around.
It's almost
Yeah.
like persuade. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
like,
Okay.
well,
It's like
Give
you
me,
get
a,
caught.
give me a situation where you
Persuade
could
is
practice
the long
that.
con.
Which
Right.
you could come up with something.
Yeah.
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 Like, And I'll let you roll
Persuade's
for
the
it.
long con. Fast talk's the short con. is what
Fast
I'm-
talk,
Okay.
you get caught
Okay,
doing
that makes sense.
something, and
Yeah,
then you have
it's
to like roll your way out of it.
Yeah.
Persuade is
Like-
like, I really want that person to
Yeah,
do
it's like
something.
over a couple of
Getting
weeks,
to
you're
the
trying to
kitchen
convince
or
someone to buy this piece of property,
Right.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe that is impractical in this case.
Well, you can make it work.
Find a way.
Yes.
Maybe you get caught in the
Oh,
kitchen
okay,
after
okay.
fast talk your
Yes,
way.
yes.
Get some extra food.
You're trying to steal some food, and you're like, oh.
Yes.
It could be, midnight and the kitchen's closed, but you got caught reading and you're hungry.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to tie it into that. Well, maybe there's some rather uncouth fellows that are going to mess up the library and the order of books, the books that I have put in. So I'm going to try and convince them that it is closed for.
Dewey Decimal is of the devil.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to act like the librarian and shoot
Yes.
him out.
Yeah,
Okay,
you want
all right.
that.
Yeah.
So.
Let's do it. Oh,
Right.
looks like a failure to me.
Yeah, that's,
Hooray! Now you rolled the D10 one.
And
That's a 10. That's a 10.
Nice.
There you go.
All right.
Talk to those uncouth
Really?
gentlemen.
Those guys are not screwing with your books anymore.
No.
Okay, so you guys have a pleasant cruise. I imagine your relationships grow enough that you slightly trust the newcomers.
Nope.
Most of them.
I telegraphed my father. Have made wonderful friends. There are telegraphs on the
Yeah.
You were using the wireless?
Yes.
You know how much that costs?
What's your credit
Cost
rating?
money.
What's your credit rating?
No, but what is
It's a
your
very
credit
short message.
rating? It's a very short message.
Okay.
Fun friends.
Fun friends. Stop. That is it. How much is that? Oh. Just put friends.
Question mark. Exclamation point.
Too many letters. Pals.
Yes. You will understand. He's detective.
You get to Egypt. Your dad's there. I heard you had problems with the Pacific Arabian League. Are you okay?
Arabian Legion is
So you all have a wonderful trip, and other than some uncouth characters in the library, you managed to make it to Port Said. Before you exit the boat, you notice that there are customs agents that are they're interviewing everyone before you get off the boat. At the front of the line is
Me?
Phoebe?
Phoebe.
Oh!
Is Phoebe and Olivia.
This is exciting.
And so the custom agent says, all right, do you have any, well, I guess it depends on how the luggage was arranged. Basically, they ask for your
Tickets.
permits.
Okay. Perfect.
Your permits for your firearms.
Oh, yes, of course.
And both of you do have permits for firearms. You rolled idea rolls before you got on the boat. And you were all you had
we
everything in
thought.
order. You were getting ready to go on a sabbatical. You were vacation, so you guys head down the gangplank. Now the rest of you are in line. They ask for permits for your firearms.
What firearms?
Can we roll conceal?
What type of firearms do you have? You guys have
Pistols.
pistols.
Yeah,
Pistols.
So yeah, roll conceal.
Oh, I'm not gonna pass this.
Oh gosh.
So was that what the idea rolls for? That you had me roll? Okay, so
Mhm.
I'll just probably do that.
And I just had the new characters coming in do that because they were already on the boat. And then
Yeah.
Please don't ruin me, guys. Nope.
36 is a fail for me.
Okay.
I rolled an 84 out of 15.
So they
Another 30.
Our very
indicate
first
the-
mission is getting guns back.
Probably not too far to replace my 22.
So they say,
I
"Oh,
just
you
got a
should
gun
have
that
filed.
didn't suck."
You should have filed permits before trying to enter into the country with firearms."
Nobody. Can we file them now?
I'm afraid not. We'll have to confiscate them
Can we get them later?
unless somebody give me a psychology roll.
Who's got?
Who has more than 5%?
I think I've got something. I've got
One of you can give me a
35.
psychology. One of
Oh,
you can
fail.
give me an idea.
I'll do psychology. I've got 35.
Can I
so.
make a listening roll
Sure. Yeah.
on this?
I can do idea. I have an 88.
Come on, psychology. I do not pass.
I passed the idea roll.
I rolled
Pass the idea roll?
I rolled a 98.
I do not. I rolled 20.
So you can't hear anything. Stop talking, John.
I can turn a fast talk. I got a fast talk of 60.
Okay,
Nice.
you can fast talk. Your idea is you wonder if you could potentially bribe.
Bravo, Brian, the custom agent.
But I had my permit and everything to getting into England, and they said it was good, like it was like a World One, like with AAA. You know, like like it's like the world driver's license.
AAA?
It's like where you get the driver's license, then you can drive all over the world. You know, even though you drive the wrong way in Ireland, sort of situation. And I have the English permit right here, and they said it was fine. You know, because I'm an American, I carry my guns everywhere.
So go ahead and roll your fast talk.
It's my pass.
94.
I rolled a 98. So
They're not taking it.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to
I really don't
confiscate your
believe
weapon.
Hey, sir.
Yes, ma'am?
What if we
Right,
gave
ma'am.
you a little something on the
Oh my
side
goodness.
if you look
Really?
the other way?
Are you two together?
How do you feel about American gin?
She has a lot of it. It's pretty good.
It's not something you
Your
guys get.
custom agent stops and kind of looks around.
It's something you get a lot of around here. It's very lucrative. I know I have a contact in London where you can sell it for 3 times the price.
How much gin and who all needs permits?
It's just how many people?
3 of us.
I'm
three
good.
of us, yeah.
Just 3 of us. And I got like 3 cases.
What is taking so long?
3 cases of gin he's going to go for. You don't even need a persuade. Okay, so he says, yes, your permits seem to check out. Welcome to Egypt.
Perfect.
Your papers seem to be in order. It's an older code, but
Star Wars joke counter now 2.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we're at 3 right now.
We could have some flipboards. So we can tally at the
Well,
park.
I seem to have misplaced this giant bag of gin. I guess I just needed this bag. If you could look after this for me.
must be
Yes,
someone else.
ma'am. Have a wonderful stay. So, okay, yeah, we'll go for that. Is that all of, that's got to be the
That's
majority
it.
of your
That's
gin,
all my
right?
gin.
I mean,
All right.
Man.
oh man,
Gin's
the end of the
smuggler's
legacy.
done.
Do you know where they put the gin?
We
We
should
are
steal
not
it.
going
Yeah.
back.
We don't want me to steal the gin.
Just standing
Well, I
by
guess
it.
you are.
You want to try
He's
to
kind of like petting it now.
Well, I was like,
Just like hugging
He's
it.
standing on it like
If
Captain
he's-
Morgan.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
I mean,
like one foot
if
up.
he's standing over it, then that's going to be a really hard roll. But if
He's got it near him, yeah.
okay, all
You
right.
roll a 0.
You just see him like dragging this thing of gin. What? I'm a thief. Roll the sneak! Roll the sneak!
Hide.
So you guys step off the boat and it's just chaos. There are people everywhere. You don't understand. Do any of you speak Arabic?
No.
I barely speak English.
I have
So,
English
yeah,
of 75.
it's you have what?
English of 75.
Yeah, it's Arabic. Just
I have
everywhere.
Greek,
You're
Latin,
just
and Spanish.
I'm an archaeologist, so I'm familiar with it, but I don't actually speak it for some reason.
okay.
He can read
You
it.
step off the boat. There's actually technically there's boats that take you to the shore. There's smaller boats.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the shore and there is people everywhere. There's people bustling back and forth. In Port Said, there's no major archaeological sites, anything like that. It's sort of just a port town. There is a train station a little ways away. Other than that, there's just people all over the place.
Where were we trying to get to again?
It was in the ledger.
I know. Where's the ledger?
We're
Was it
trying to
with
meet
your
up
gin?
with Elisha or Alicia.
Oh, Alicia. That's right.
I wanna
right,
meet
right.
up with her.
It was a long trip, all right? I drank my 4th case of gin, and
You guys ignored me the whole trip.
I was right there.
So we were in the library and you were getting drinks from strange men.
I failed at getting drinks from strange men.
I don't have that.
What?
Oh, you mean in the game? Yes. No. No.
Okay. Nicely done.
Here's the ledger.
Nice. That's right.
Score.
That was so sweet. The actual.
Bulk Arabic schools. Okay. We're going to Osiris International Imports, I guess. Cool.
Cyrus International.
I guess the first thing
Or
is track
random-
down a taxi
yes.
or something that speaks English.
Well, we need to get to Cairo. Are we in Cairo right now?
No, in Port Said.
Port Said.
Is Port Said not in Cairo? That's the name
Retrospectively,
of
did
the
you
town.
guys accept Elisha's offer?
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, we
Yes.
You trusted her enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
So, yeah.
we did save her from getting sacrificed to
You
his death.
did.
They did. We is a strong word. They did save her
I mean,
from getting.
If this whole thing was said so that she could gain our trust to get to us later, well done. Well done.
Oh my god. She rolled very well on her persuade.
Okay, so Elisha says, "Oh yes, the fastest way to get to Cairo would be by train.
Oh, I love trains.
We can take the train, and then we'll get to Cairo in about 4 hours, just about an hour before nightfall.
Sweet.
Who's the purse for this expedition?
Well, that's good because I really hadn't thought of a good way to have her know Jacques.
Okay, so the only ones that know Harriet Oslo, who was a former member that's still alive,
At least two.
would be you two. What are your credit
I was
ratings?
kind of friends with her.
great.
Yeah.
What's your credit rating?
My credit rating's not
And
super good.
yeah, if you want, you can always just try and wire her for.
Yeah, my credit rating's just the base.
Yeah, same.
I did make a lot of money while I was in London, but I don't have a good credit rating.
How much money did we say you made in London? Did we ever give it a
was
number?
We never formally did it. I just made a deal, so
Okay.
I have money coming, I guess.
So at some point when we get there, if you want.
Somehow
We'll say I'll allow it for the train ride anyway. That you
I have
made
enough for the train
you made
ride.
enough money to get you guys to Cairo if you'd like. Are you paying for Elisha?
What has she done for me lately?
Not much, actually.
I will pay for the young
got some of
lady.
your friends killed. What's your credit rating?
15%.
So roll credit rating.
I'll take Elisha.
Okay.
I seem to be a little short.
Did we ever establish my credit rating?
It should be. It's actually one of the skills.
It's a skill.
It's a skill.
Yeah.
So your credit rating is 15 if you don't
Yeah,
want to
if you never changed it, it was 15.
Okay. Yeah, because you said not to do anything with it, so I didn't.
Oh yeah, sorry. I meant. Yeah, I was just trying to see what you had.
Okay.
If you'd like to put points into it, I'll allow it.
That boat has sailed.
All right, so you guys take
I'm not
a
rich.
train to Cairo. You're in
Can I put
sort
a
of the-
check by my credit rating? I can roll to make it better.
Do you want to roll credit rating?
No.
Okay.
You said I had enough to make it. I'm
You
not.
guys-
The GM's on record as saying we had enough to
I'll
get on the
allow
train.
Just saying, I might need to pump some credit rating into you guys.
Well,
But okay, so you guys.
I'm gonna wire Harriet when we get into Cairo.
Okay, you guys are on a train. It's actually a pretty crowded train, but not crazy crowded. You know, there's seats for people. You're sitting down, and there seems to be one particular individual that continually glances back at you.
Should we shoot him?
I'm taking
feel like-
chances these days.
At this point, I feel like that's the wisest.
Your luggage is in racks just above your head. Too.
Oh, and I'm gonna give myself a limp and a reduction to my dexterity. Also,
You're gonna give yourself a limp
after my wounds.
after your wounds.
Yeah,
All right, sure.
with 2 points of reduction to my dexterity. That was a bit more than that.
No,
Could've
why
been
did
a
you
lot
do that?
worse.
Because I'm really hurt. Or I was really hurt. So.
Fair enough.
You hear that?
Appreciate your honesty.
Somebody just punished themselves with an RPG.
there
That is-
are honest people.
Dedication.
Fair enough. Okay, so yeah, you guys have about a 4-hour ride to Cairo.
The shooting the guy's still on the table.
First hour goes by sort of uneventfully, and then the train slows down, works to a halt on the track.
I get up and grab my bag.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I follow
It's now on my lap.
Why are we
You have
grabbing
your
our
items?
luggage?
you guys have your luggage
Are
with
we
you.
getting up?
No,
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm holding
We're getting
my
ready.
luggage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have my gun in my thing. Like, cock it.
You notice the guy that was looking back at you gets up and moves to the next car.
Next car up.
Next car up, yeah.
I follow.
I
Okay.
follow
Sneakily?
also to the door and I look through.
Okay, you see him conversing quickly with two other.
He is
Sure.
conversing with two others.
You're in the
I'll just
apartment with
try
him.
it. Yeah, just try and actually see if I can just sit down.
Okay,
But
so you sit down next, or
Yeah.
you know,
Right next to
Un-
him.
unobserved.
How's it going?
And I don't.
You don't sit down?
No, I don't make it without, I tried to sneak.
Oh.
So they didn't know I was there.
Okay, so as the train sort of starts to
Who put the
continue
whoopee
again,
cushion
as it
in?
lurches forward, it jolts a little bit, and the luggage racks sort of empty onto the floor. So
Not
if you
mine.
were not holding onto your luggage,
Oh, no.
it's now in a pile with a bunch of everyone else's. People are sort of scrambling for their luggage.
Oh,
You
So
people
why
just
don't
don't
you
know how these things
roll-
work out.
Roll dexterity, and it'll be a dexterity times 5 roll. Meaning
To
you
do
want
what?
to roll to get your luggage in the throng of people that are going through the luggage.
Aha!
I do cartwheels just for flair.
You're in
I
another
just shake
car.
my head knowingly at the people who didn't grab their luggage.
So yeah, if you rolled under what your dexterity times 5 would be, you'll get your bag back, and it's fine.
Mine!
I lost it. I had my scepter in there.
Do you still have the scepter? You do, don't you?
I do have the scepter.
You lost it?
Not anymore.
Well, it's somewhere in there.
Oh wait, did you fail your roll?
Yeah.
Oh, because you took a dexterity hit, huh?
Well, it wouldn't help me.
Okay.
I got
Do you need me to get it back?
I could use some help.
Alright,
I tried to...
so you see someone reaching for a bag, and then they begin to, reach for yours too, as if it's theirs.
Oh! That is your bag.
Thank you.
The person gets scared off and just runs off with their bag. Thank you. Thanks for your outburst.
I reached for my bag and I
You are welcome.
Thank you, loud woman. I don't know your name yet.
Friend.
I forgot he was a racist. That's right. That almost got him killed.
He's racist.
We had the Asian guy that was really good at kung fu, and he got.
Yeah, I was a little hazy at first on how the rules work, and once I figured it out, it was like, oh,
You
dude,
literally
like,
almost killed him.
Oh wow! Like snap
One
kick
shot
to the
at
head.
him.
I mean, it was like just wow.
It was like one finger
But
punch.
Kyun Lee got what was coming to him. Sucked into a painting and eaten by lizard people.
Yeah, laying there, poisoned and bleeding out inside a painting.
Watch me went crazy. Wandered into the woods.
I don't know what happened. He's probably their god.
That was one.
Probably their god.
He's become a god.
We get to the end and it's not Cthulhu,
If
it's
this guy
dictionary.
likes
Dictionary
it,
at the end.
I think
You get to the pyramids and he's carved in stone, right?
It's like carrying this bottle that's just glowing with the rays of the sun.
Shmi is Horus.
All the Egyptians like,
You're not worthy.
And hieroglyphs hail to the king, baby.
It's the alpha gin. The alpha progenitor of all gin.
And lo, he taught them to take.
No, the 3 gentlemen that were in the compartment ahead walk back in. Although this time it's the gentleman, and he's accompanied by 2 others. They're of Egyptian descent. They've got sort of traditional Egyptian clothing you might see on
So we're talking, like,
robes.
So
Are we
we
talking
smart
like
enough to
Arabic,
tell.
or are we
I was
talking
gonna
like-
say, are we like Egyptian or Arabic? Yeah, like
Egyptian.
so like we're talking like ancient pharaoh kind of robes.
Not those kind of robes. Sorry.
Okay.
No, like 19, like
Modern for the time, Egyptian.
modern for the time
Okay.
Egyptian.
So they're
They
wearing
come in and they
like
sorta-
canvas shirts and
They
slacks.
they squeeze in and get spots behind you guys.
Oh no, they
They
didn't.
are sitting behind us.
I'm actually still in the other card coming back.
I
Why
told
am I
you we
talking-
should have shot the guy.
I'm just saying that option's still on the table.
True.
No, we cannot.
I'm not
Would any of
murdering
you
him.
like to roll a spot hidden roll?
Sure.
Look back and see if you can notice anything about these fine gentlemen.
Pass.
There's a woman with a very tall hat. I gotta see.
I once again failed. I'm not doing well with my rolls tonight.
So you look back, you see them whispering, and
Oh yeah, you made that.
Can I make a listen check?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I
And I pass.
passed that.
Okay, they're speaking Arabic. You speak Arabic, and then
For the record, we don't think that's how Arabic people sound.
for the record,
We have a lot of fun around.
Dana does.
there's going to be a lot of footnotes in this blog. So what you do notice is, what you see is that one of the individuals is wearing a necklace. You can't
Is it
exactly
inverted
see
ankh?
what.
Does it have an ankh on it?
You can't see what is on the other end because it's tucked down here. But he's got sort of a.
I turn around. Hey, can I see your necklace?
He says. He responds to you in Arabic.
I pull mine out. Does it look like this?
Is it the inverted omelet side?
I forgot you had one. So
Mission's over. Let's go.
his face sort of goes taut, and him and the other two walk to the back compartment.
Getting in a gunfight on the street.
I'm loading shells in the gym.
What just happened?
I'm just checking to make sure my barrel's clean and there's no dust in the,
Where'd you get
the
the omelet?
magazines.
Oh, that was in the last one.
He killed a bunch of cultists from the
Ripped it off.
cultist.
No, I ripped this one as a security guard before we kicked him into the sewer.
Oh, that's right. I was there that time.
Yeah, like I said, you kicked him into a sewer. Then
It's so hard to tell when we stole
He
stuff.
was alive when we last saw him.
He was alive when we saw him.
We left him to die. There's
We
a
personally
difference.
did not kill them. We just sealed him into a compartment with a smoke monster.
and the
was like
the
Lost,
inverted
I don't know, man.
necklace was a symbol that the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh,
Okay.
which was the cult that they confronted in London. That
So we
was
all could have had one if we
which
wanted
was
one.
based in like it's an Egyptian cult.
That would have been a good idea. I didn't think of it at the time.
Yeah, no, we should roll an idea roll. Everyone should have had one. Not just myself.
Yeah, you're the only one that's got it.
I'm the only one that actually said I
Yeah.
wanted one. Because I've been
You get
ripping
it.
it off his neck.
That's right, you did.
Like, I'm taking that.
Yeah, so
And I took his
you don't
gun.
know for sure what happened, but he saw it and he would, he said something to his friends and sort of nodded and then walked back to the other compartment.
They
Okay.
were shooting him.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we can let it go.
All right.
Unless you want to do something.
Well, is there any hidden knowledge with this black?
Yeah, I think
that
I'm like
might
also doing the Schmied
Hurt
thing
might-
and putting my gun in my luggage.
Yeah, it's now my
Nothing
way.
more than-
anything historical or
Historically, what you've heard is that, at least from the scholars in London, was that the cult of the Black Pharaoh was almost a myth. A lot of people don't believe that it, other than it was some weird subchapter of Egyptian history, that there's no current following, which you found to be actually false.
Fairly inaccurate.
Fairly inaccurate.
they
Due to
could
the
the
cultists and
giant
giant
birds.
bird monsters.
Right.
Seems to be
And the
alive
smoke
and
monster
well.
in the sewer.
Oh yeah, there was the smoke monster in the sewer.
Or that giant.
But other than that, you know that there was something strange. It took place in the Third Dynasty in Egypt. There was, other than some powerful dark force.
Crazy wanker.
So you
You've been
guys make
around
it to
too
Cairo. It's about a half an hour before nightfall because you had the train stop for a little while. You got your luggage. Again, people are just rushing to get out. And so Elisha kind of finds you and says, we need to find a place to stay pretty quick.
Well,
You're sort of in the heart of Cairo. now.
between my loss of gin and the money to get us how much train tickets.
Can we call Harriet collect?
I don't know. Do you have money for a phone call?
That's what the collect
Because
comes
probably.
from.
That's why you said collect.
Can you do that? I mean, it's
Is that a thing? in the
You can
Netherlands?
reverse the charges.
Yeah.
In
But
the
you'd have to be able
1920s.
to.
I don't know about
Funny,
from
I don't think.
Egypt,
But yeah,
we
from
could
Egypt, it
send
would take you a heck of a
telegram.
while to connect to her.
Yeah,
You can send her a telegram.
That's true.
Mhm.
We should do that as soon as we can.
Elisha knows of a hotel that's fairly inexpensive. She recommends it.
Not
you got
me,
used to the nice places that we're staying.
I am just wrapping myself up in a blanket and sitting on the floor. Anytime we stay somewhere, I get robbed or I have to murder someone.
It's true.
Elisha ushers you.
You're not wrong.
She encourages you all to grasp wrists, and she sort of forces her way through the people there and gets you to a small. She gets you to a small hotel and is haggling rather vehemently in another language over price. And she
Does
ends
she
up,
speak Arabic?
She does. Yes.
Why didn't we have her translate what the guys were saying?
Because we were ignoring her the whole time.
Because no one asked her to.
We are in the process of ignoring Elisha. We're mad at her.
She's kind of irritating at some point.
That's how women are, right?
I just don't know what it is. Her
Why
laugh
don't
is
we like
so
my reading? What did she do?
So
What
yeah,
did she
so
do?
I don't know, we just forget about her every time.
she lured you to the.
We're used to our NPCs being more active.
She didn't lure us.
She didn't lure you. She informed you that
Yeah,
there was
she's
some funny
alright.
business going on.
She was the person. Yeah,
She
she
was almost
was the whole reason. She was almost sacrificed. We saved her.
Oh, I know.
She owes us
So
her
she's
life.
So she gets the price down. She says, "I was able to get 2 rooms. I have my family's not super well known, but well known enough that people sort of recognize my last name a little bit around here. So I was able to get us an
Suzuki?
okay price. Suzuki, yeah.
Sazukai.
So she shows you the 2 rooms, and she says,
Girls and guys. I take.
girls and guys." So Jacques.
Girls and guy. I get my own room.
Five girls stuck in a room.
Which was insistent
No, we're all
on the
Yeah.
the hotel owner was insistent that you had separate rooms.
It's actually 6
I do
girls.
not make the rules around here.
So Jacques heads off to his room, and there's already 4 other male occupants. Whereas the you guys take up the entirety of the other room. It's small.
Would you like
it's
us to
dingy.
watch your stuff?
There's cushions on the floor, and there's pillows and blankets.
I have
It's
almost nothing.
not super fancy, but it'll be comfortable.
Okay. Is it clean?
It's surprisingly clean.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
I do not have a panic attack.
Roll for that.
I rolled a panic.
I
You have a
claim
panic
by
attack.
the window.
What did you want?
I claim by the window.
She's not gonna last long.
In my room, I sit down and I pull out my accordion and start playing Lovey on
I claim
Rose.
the corner of the room furthest from the window and the door.
You see this?
The light will come in.
The
just
other gentlemen in the room are now sort of
Yeah.
yelling at you and slapping you. Are you going to continue to play it?
All right, I'll put it away.
You just see like Scap.
Murdered in the middle of the night.
I did last long.
Your character.
New character roll. It's like playing a bard. New character.
New bard.
It should be like an RPG where you just constantly die all the time and just like.
They have those.
So, do any of you want to keep watch at night, or you want to just?
I think
don't
we
know.
should do watch. Nobody knows we're here, but I've had too
Yes,
many bad
we've seen some
experiences.
And you did show somebody your crazy cult necklace, so
That's true.
That's
Over
true.
here.
I did.
we should probably have somebody stand, keep watch.
I am too excited to sleep. I will stay.
Okay, wake me up in 4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hour watch.
Fair enough.
So, okay, you go to
I'm
sleep.
thinking.
You want to roll listen. Or sorry, just Phoebe.
She's the only one awake.
You pass? Okay, so you hear the innkeeper arguing with some fellows outside.
I wake Alicia. Alicia, you need to tell me what these people are saying.
So she groggily wakes up and she listens and she says they're asking for the Westerners, the Americans.
Oh, good, not me. Wait! My compatriots are those.
Your
I
friends.
wake them all up.
The innkeeper, he's insisting that there's no Americans at this hotel.
Oh, good.
She continues to listen.
Did you wake us up?
Yes, I woke her
She
up.
wakes up.
Let's look at that. You sure there's no Americans here?
sounds awfully,
Out of the building, those darn crickets.
it sounds awfully American in there.
I just sleep with my gun in the
Shut up, the eagle!
Nobody shuts up old feet.
Yeah.
The scarabs.
Yeah, the scarab. The scarabs just sweating. But Elisha says he's successfully convinced them that no one stayed in that hotel.
What a
A
job.
few minutes later, you hear a knock at the door. You hear a knock at not at Jacques' door. The other door.
I'd like to disguise myself because I do have skill in
Oh, okay, yeah. What do you want to?
Just a traditional robe.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Veil.
You get the bed sheet all wrapped around you.
Ripping up my blanket.
There's still light on it.
And so close, but not
You've
So you
got a
put the
drape
black
around your
bits on.
shoulder.
What are
You like this? Like you got
Inside
it
the gas? Yeah, the Ghost of Christmas Past. Charles Dickens.
So the knock continues, and you hear Elisha. And so she says it's the innkeeper.
You can show him in.
So she opens the door, and the door is forced open.
Oh,
The innkeeper runs in and closes the door behind him.
oh.
I looked at a bunch of armed Americans.
Just starts shaking.
Someone's after you.
Not anymore, there isn't.
Past tense.
There were 3 gentlemen, or 3 men that were there to inquiring about the
Did they have a
American
necklace that looked like this?
flag. He sees it and he does. He looks at Elisha and says something in Arabic, and she says, "We have to find a new hotel tomorrow."
Stop pulling
Do you want this one?
You and your
He
jewelry.
says he doesn't want anything to do with it, and then he says, this night is free. You don't owe me any money, but just don't
Free.
You buy too.
I have my club card.
Should I keep the proprietary take this place over from?
So he says you
This
need
is
to
not
find a new
Morrowind.
place to stay tomorrow. But,
I'm just asking.
Showing
Did
me all that.
did the guys have one of these?
Mortuary in Shadow.
So Elisha asks him if the people were wearing that, and he says yes.
Because I took this off a dead guardian in London.
Elisha looks at you. He says, "Oh, okay." And he tells. He took it off a dead guard in London.
He killed the man for that.
He says, "Okay."
He wasn't dead at the time.
He still says, "That's great. Just find a new place to
Why
stay."
do you say cultist?
It's okay. I murdered someone for it. It's not mine.
He wasn't dead at the time.
It's not theft if there's dead when you take it.
He wasn't dead when he took it.
He was fully dead.
He
was on the way-
him into a sewer with some sort of fog monster, and then shut the lid.
It was similar to what happened.
It was similar to murder.
It wasn't specifically for the necklace. The necklace is kind of a perk for murder.
He was kind of a bad dude.
Regardless, the innkeeper goes back to his post and says, he's like sick to his stomach at the whole thing. Yeah, he's.
Do you know if you murder people, you get their stuff? That's what I've learned in every RPG.
Search body.
He's still alive.
It's okay, I'm just checking. See if you're worth killing.
Let's hope for your sake you're not.
So morning comes with no further events. Checkouts at noon.
That's very late.
That's a good checkout, yeah, for a cheap hotel.
And you get a better look around. Or actually, you guys are still in, so you're still in the rooms currently. But is there anything you'd like to do?
Spot him.
What is that?
The Nairobi Note of Jackson Elias, set 5, is a single sheet reminding Elias the Cairo-based portion of the Carla itinerary must be examined carefully. He believes that the reason which prompted Carla's Kenya side trip is on the Nile.
So to the Nile.
So we must find out where the Carlisle expedition went in Egypt.
Okay.
I don't know where we go from there.
Huh. Well, when we're looking at someplace, we can't...
The Osiris International Imports.
As you
Airports or imports?
Imports.
That's an airport. I'm like, that doesn't help us out.
National
We're
airport.
going to go to the airport now. We're going to go to the airport and ask anybody if they've seen
trains
Jackson.
are flying.
There would be an aerodrome there.
There are planes in the 20s. For all of you listening that were born in the 20s, we apologize.
Maybe they were Jared.
We've got so many people listening.
That was fun. That's what we should.
Those are our
we need
primary
to take
listeners.
We need to apologize to the 100-year-old set.
This is an alternate history.
For all the centurions listening, we understand you had planes in the 1920s.
Okay, so as you head out into the lobby, there's a number of newspapers.
I organized them all.
In your organizing them all, you notice that one small paper is written in English.
Oh.
Oh, fantastic.
It is.
We should pay our bit for that.
It's the Cairo Bulletin is the name of the newspaper.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So you purchased the newspaper?
I give him one of my remaining bits for one.
Okay, you give him a bit for a newspaper. It's basically a gossip column. It talks a lot about foreign diplomats and celebrities that have made trips to Egypt. It's very, I don't know, almost pretentious, and it's like very skewed towards Westerners.
Oh.
But there's nothing of super pertinent information.
Who wasted a bit on this?
I want my bit back. Here's your quote.
I want my bit back. I already read this. I'm done.
I spilled coffee all over him. But ignore that.
So, yeah, and you, oddly enough, notice that there's a sign on the building across the street for the Cairo Bulletin. It's a small office building. Seems to be a local.
Should we go shake down some local journalists?
Why the heck not? We've done it in every
I
other
am.
season.
Where the heck not?
That's kind of what we do.
I am a journalist. They speak my tongue. I'll flash my necklace.
Maybe we should put that away
Stop
for now.
flashing the necklace. This causes trouble.
I think you'd have more. I think you'd have more luck if you flash something up.
Oh!
That was sexist.
It's okay, I'm a woman.
We apologize to all of our female listeners.
Again,
Sorry, Mom.
there's probably as many of them as the Centurions.
So sorry. So embarrassed.
So, yeah.
Wow, that was dope.
The innkeeper is talking to Eulalia and sort of,
You bring great
Get out.
I also salute back.
Also, you.
So when we
There was no telegraph machine available at the hotel. It was sort of a.
Well, yeah,
We couldn't get to Harriet.
should we go and do that maybe? While they're...
Yes.
No, let's not split the party. No.
Maybe
Some of us get sucked into
maybe the Cairo,
paintings
does
when
the
I.
Cairo Bulletin have telegraph
They
capabilities?
probably know where one is.
I mean,
There
they
seems to be wires going
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, I mean they are. Yeah, they are a
They're a
newspaper.
newspaper
Yeah.
company. Maybe they can help us out.
They just let us. Yeah.
Okay. You guys head over to the. So you head over to the small building. It's pretty small. There's it goes back maybe about 30-40 yards. It's there's a small office in the front, and then it seems to be where they keep their files and other paraphernalia in the back. File room.
Paraphernalia.
Yes, paraphernalia.
The presses.
But anywho, there's a secretary, and then there's a secretary who announces people, and then pretty much right behind her is one other guy that's in.
When you say announcing people, if I
No,
give
no,
her a
sorry.
title, will she announce it for us?
Lord, Regina.
Lady Regina Street.
Oh Lord, it sounds much better.
Sorry, did I pronounce that correctly? You did. Vagina.
Reggie.
There's a secretary, and then behind her, I mean, it's not like there's two separate offices. There's another guy. He's in a very nice suit. He's got a darker complexion, but he looks very Western. He's got finely tailored suits. His hair's slicked back. He's got a pencil-thin mustache.
Hitler.
So,
No, I think you meant pencil.
Oh yeah.
Not the traveler.
yeah.
Yes.
No one remembers that guy's name, but everyone does.
So yeah, you guys are in there. He stands up and says, "Hello. What can I do for you?"
That is a good question. What do you know about the Blue Oyster Cult? Oh right, sorry.
They needed more cowbell.
Much more cowbell.
In my opinion,
And to not fear the Reaper.
They shouldn't fear the Reaper.
So we need to ask about the Black Cult.
Should we ask about Jackson
We should
Alive?
probably ask
Yeah,
about
ask about
Carlisle.
Jackson Alliance.
Carlisle, because if this newspaper deals in foreign diplomats, then foreign goings on, they probably would have covered the Carlisle expedition.
Yeah.
Would know what, if anything, they did around here, and would have clues on where to start.
After saying
Ask
that, I'll
away.
return to him.
Like in those conveniently placed file cabinets.
As I
in the
was
back.
saying, we were just wondering if you had any old editions about the Carlisle expedition. What it might have known.
The
about.
Carlisle expedition. They were a blast to have in Egypt. They wore the finest clothes, and they dined at
They
the finest
certainly
restaurants.
did.
And, the parties were stupendous. Is there anything specific that you wanted to know about them?
We're just kind of curious what they were looking for around here. Of course, we'd love to know all the restaurants they favorited as well. But we'd also like to know, what they did around here related to their expedition. If you have anything about.
And if a certain
that.
Jackson Elias came asking about them too.
Jackson Elias. Now that name does ring a bit of a bell. I'd have to look into it to see if I've got anything pertaining to that name. If you're more than welcome to. He's like enthusiastic that you guys are here, particularly towards Ellie, Colette, and Olivia, and Regina.
So
Not so much to you two.
You saying he's racist?
He likes the white.
No,
women.
he likes Americans.
He's like enthusiastic about you guys. He's not rude to you,
Yeah.
but he's definitely giving you guys more attention.
Because I am British.
Mm-hmm.
But so.
Yeah. And so
I don't
and he
even-
goes out and
No,
says,
yeah.
Yeah.
his father. He goes into this long, drawn out thing about how his father was an English diplomat. He's not entirely sure which one he left before he was born, but and he's absolutely loves the British culture. He loves anything Western.
He knows I'm American, right?
He does not.
We are
He
so
likes
British.
anything Western, really. Like he clings to British things, but he's just crazy about anything from the West. Yeah. So he invites you guys to look back into the files, and he starts pulling up things from the Carlisle expedition. During this time, would you guys like to use his telegraph machine?
Yes.
And who would like to use it?
I would like to use it.
Colette's all about.
Okay.
How much?
Excuse me?
Is it how much per letter?
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't understand her.
How much per
I'm
letter for your
speaking
telegram
English.
machine? Majigger.
For you,
For me.
free.
For free?
As long as it don't make it too long.
Thank you.
And
sending the encyclopedia.
one.
I read this long
Here's
thing.
all the info I have.
Aardvark.
Okay, well, I read a telegram.
A is for acrobat.
I wrote a succinct telegram to Harriet Oslo, just explaining where we are, what we're up
Send
to,
money.
and that we need her funds to continue our search.
HB is still with us. Please pray. Send funds.
She's still with us. We don't know where she came from. Her
Some
brother
other
died.
Shmi is here with us.
I'm not entirely unconvinced that it's not Dick Shmee still.
He's come back from another realm.
guy.
That would be a the twist.
But not dressed as a sailor this time.
There's no leopard vest, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
she'd
can we
come
go
back
hunt
with like
some
a leopard
leopards?
skirt, we would have been, that's Stitch Me.
Can we go leopard hunting real quick?
So he grabs you all the as much information as he can find on what the Carlisle expedition was digging for, where they were digging. He starts to show you. I mean, really, he wants to show you this picture of them. The expedition leaving a restaurant. There was a dinner hosted in their honor at the Turf Club 2 days after their arrival
Turf
in Cairo.
Club?
What kind of place is it?
Do they sell steak?
Yes, they sell the finest steak at the Turf Club.
They have a surf club.
He's unaware.
Just curious.
He shows you the photo. There's Sir Aubrey, there's Roger Carlyle, Hypatia Masters, and Dr. Robert Houston emerging from a dinner in the at the Turf Club 2 days after their arrival. Carlyle is blonde and handsome. Houston is darker and plumper with
It's
a
a color
somewhat
photograph?
worried smile. Apparently, that was written.
It could have been colored. You know.
Yeah.
That's true, they could have hand colored it.
Yeah, Sir Aubrey
crayons.
is white-haired, tall, and distinguished. Hypatia Masters is blonde and beautifully gowned. There's a man in a tight tuxedo in the background,
Sorry.
but he
Couldn't last forever.
couldn't tell you who he was. It seems to be
A man in a tuxedo.
James Bond was it?
Yeah, a man in a tight tuxedo. Is a large man.
A large man in a tight
Muscular.
A large muscular man in a tight tuxedo.
Yeah.
Tight tuxedo, bro.
Was not properly tailored.
Yeah, needs a new tailor.
So, why don't you, Regina? Why don't you give me an idea roll? No. We'll go with Phoebe. What, is that your name?
Phoebe or Phoebe?
Femi.
Phoebe. Sorry.
Never mind.
I'm so sorry.
14. I have an idea.
You think that it potentially could be Jack Brady,
I think it is Jack Brady.
who was Roger Carlyle's friend and bodyguard.
Oh,
That makes sense.
bodyguards would make sense.
He is the one that is somewhere in Shanghai.
We should have gone to Shanghai first.
He hears you say that and says, "Oh no, I'm afraid the Carlyle expedition was entirely killed in Kenya."
That is what they want you to believe.
He says, "Oh, very well." So he hands you
I do
the
not
rest
like
of the
this
bulletins. The articles sort of weave one single story. The expedition arrived in Cairo in May of 1919 to survey for and excavate anything concerning the Third Dynasty of Egypt. It was a shadowy period. After investigations near Giza, work shifted first to a Saqqara site and then to Dashur. Since the specific digs seem unrelated to known Third Dynasty locations, there's been speculation about secret purposes of the expedition, and the Black Pharaoh is mentioned several times in the newspaper.
Really? In the newspaper?
Here it comes.
In the newspaper, yeah. Later on, there was rumors that persisted that maintained that the expedition had made an astonishing find. There's nothing ever clearly said, and nothing ever really came of it.
At the Saqqara site.
Other than that, the expedition in July of 1919 suddenly embarked for Mombasa to go on holiday because Roger Carlyle was frequently sick. And then Sir Aubrey indicated that the summer was too hot for Carlyle. It was too hot for Carlyle, and also implied that the impending seasonal flood of the Nile would cover up an important site for several months. There's several photos that show Hypatia Masters with her camera. She was the camera person on that trip. Also rumored to be an ex of Roger Carlyle's, who was currently romantically involved with Mweru, who was the woman that his sister disapproved of African descent. She got hit by a cat.
That's that what happened? Also, there were sound effects. That's what it sounds like when somebody gets this disapproval of the sister.
Let's see. Someone can roll a spot hidden. You guys can all roll spot hidden.
Yay!
Let me know if any of you get half of what it would take. Like, as if your spot hidden was doubled.
Huh?
Or have your spot hidden roll and try to roll under that.
You gotta roll under half.
Oh,
Cut it
okay.
in half and
okay.
then roll.
Okay.
Sorry.
I fail.
Spot hidden.
Almost.
I haven't passed
Okay,
the
roll
roll
under a
yet.
12. I did not pass. I rolled a 43.
I had
Anybody
to-
pass?
I had to roll under a 32, and I got a 78.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Great.
Nobody sees anything.
Can I just take all their paperwork with me?
He would prefer you didn't, but he's not gonna. No, he doesn't want you to do that.
Should we burn down the building?
We all
You
have
are a
friends here.
dangerous person.
You have no
He
idea.
does say that Miss Hypatia Masters also fell ill in June and had not yet recovered when the group departed for Kenya.
Oh. Cursed, perhaps. Because curses don't exist.
He thought that
Of
they
course,
were.
of course.
He did say that they were fun to hang out with, but simply horrid about keeping the press away from their sites. They wouldn't let anyone really close to it to find out what they were doing.
Nobody thought to look after they all died. I mean,
There's been excavations, but nothing's really been found. He also recalls that the principals of the expedition had dinner several times with an Omar Shakti, a wealthy cotton plantation owner, whom Wasif also finds repellent, and whose private reputation is unsavory, but he's a well-known businessman in the area.
Sounds like we're shaking down.
Sounds like we're going to kill
I
him
think we
later.
need to go time that.
I mean,
We don't kill anyone.
ever.
Incidentally, he says there is
I'm
another
looking
Penhu
to your
Foundation
notes, and you
expedition
killed us.
currently in Egypt.
Is there now?
Incidentally, there is there's another Penhu Foundation expedition.
Interesting.
The Clive party is excavating at Giza, and they recently unearthed the mummy of an unknown female from a secret chamber in the smallest of the three Great Pyramids. I mean, he's got some information on it. Rumors again.
We love the Penhu Foundation. We're best of friends.
Not that we ever went there. But we do. We like them from afar.
He interrupts you and says the real
We
interesting
appreciate them.
part is that some authorities have speculated that this is Queen Nitocris, a mysterious figure of the 6th dynasty. But before tests could be carried out or the mummy unwrapped from the sarcophagus, everything disappeared, including the sarcophagus. And
Everything disappeared.
As
the
in
mummy
storage.
and the sarcophagus vanished one night from the dig site. The police have no leads. The site was well guarded. There was only one entrance. So yeah, that's what he knows about that, and he
That was a lot of information.
well,
So the turf club's in town.
the turf club is in town.
So we should probably hit that before we head out of town.
Where's Shakti?
Do we have the money to
Reputable
hit that?
businessman.
Shakti has a plantation on the Nile.
Okay. And where is this dig site?
The Clive
Sitcom.
expedition.
Yep.
He gives you the location of the Clive expedition.
Well, that's where I want to go because I'm an archaeologist.
So I want that.
I want some of that. I want to go to there.
There? I wanna go.
Oh, and he says if you're inconsequently, I did speak to Jackson Elias, and he wanted to know about. Or he'd
Same
purchased some artifact from a man by the name of Faraz Najir.
Faraz.
That's other than that, he has no real information.
Where is Faraj Najir located?
He says I couldn't tell
New
you.
Mexico.
You might be able to find
Did you know he
the
bought
name.
it?
It's a common name. You might be able to find more information from the police station. Might have, or maybe the embassy could have updated address information. But I unfortunately don't really have much on him. But that was he was there. He wanted to meet a Faraz Najir, who apparently sold
Antiquities?
antiquities.
Huh.
See.
So what should we do first, guys and gals? Guy and gals.
I guess we should go to the turf club since it is the closest place. As in across the street.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can go to the turf club. It's about lunchtime.
We don't have any money.
We don't have any money.
We could
there's-
stand outside and look.
Yeah, on your way over there are a number of beggars that are, asking you for money.
If we were smart, we should have telegraphed Harriet before we got on the boat.
I don't know who this person is.
I thought my gin would last a lot longer than getting our guns smuggled into Egypt.
I don't even know why I
No.
bothered for a 22 short auto.
The three of you should have some money because you came somewhat prepared. You were
Yes.
on holiday.
Yeah, so I
Your
can,
father's a well-known.
I can probably get us
What's
in
your
there.
credit rating? Is it 15?
Still 15.
Mine? Okay, good. Yeah. I'm sure if I was
Yeah, we all got so used to having Harriet bankroll us. We're all like, whatever.
Not putting money in there.
But you go to the the turf club.
There is a surf club. I knew it.
Surf and turf
It's a
club.
conspiracy.
The turf club is right across the street. So you go to the turf club.
Very thought of getting together.
There's a maitre d' there, and he asks for your reservations.
We have none.
He says,
It's under Penhu.
He looks down and says, I'm sorry, there's
You sure?
no reservation for Penhu.
You sure 6 Penhu? I had the man bring it across. He said, "Oh, you know what? The boy, I think he just took the $1. Like I gave him $1 to give you guys a reservation because the phone wasn't working." Can I use my fast talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
I pass.
Boom.
He says, that's possible. You shouldn't really trust your money with some of these vagabonds. But I could see about getting you a table. It'll take us some time to get something, to get a table set up for you.
Thank you, good man.
So he sort of runs to go talk to the staff. In the meantime, there are guests there of all different nationalities, just sort of enjoying a light lunch.
Just to make my point.
There's a-
You! Why didn't you give my reservation?
Boxing his ear.
That would probably add to the con.
That's what I'm saying. I'm living and dying by my story.
So there is a patio. There's people dining there. Yeah, all different nationalities. No one particularly jumps out to you without a spot hidden roll.
Without a spot here.
You don't see.
Okay, 18 out of 50.
That is it.
Fail again.
I got a 62 out of
I have
65.
not passed a roll today.
You notice there's about 3 or 4 tables with people sitting at it, sort of eyeing you.
Okay, that's kind of
Not
not
pull
over.
out your neck.
There's people
Yeah.
over there.
I feel the draw. My hand is like...
It could be just that you guys are a large group of
Western white
Women.
people.
Western
women.
Some of us are large. Some of us are also large.
And that works
point,
because
yeah.
I'm French.
You're large. Both of you guys are very tall.
We're very.
We're
tall.
very bulky. I'm a very bulky lady.
So it's all expected.
So, but yeah, there's definitely people sort of looking over.
We're a spectacle.
I'm just in the 12. So.
Are the people looking at us European descent or Egyptian descent?
Most are of Egyptian descent. There's one European man.
He's looking at us.
Maybe we should strike up.
All right. I walk up. Hey, it's nice to see a fellow Westerner here. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well.
I just saw you were looking at us. So,
I beg your pardon.
you're looking to buy some fine ladies some drinks?
He looks at the sheer number of you all and at Jock.
Not him. He's on his own.
We don't know how that guy ended up.
He's with a female companion too. He's not the only one at the table. There's all right.
Competition.
No, I just I'm always interested to hear the stories of people that are fresh off the boat, as I can clearly tell you all are.
Oh, we're just
Trust me, this is our story.
chasing just living the college dream of going and looking at archaeology, going out and doing our archaeology in the real world and seeing digs in real life.
Yes, well, you've certainly come to the right place.
Oh yeah, are you here for digs yourself, or are you just here to pilfer all the antiquities?
Pill for the antiquities.
Seriously.
They belong in a museum.
Oh, she's a spirited one.
Yeah, we just found her.
Somehow she weaved her way into this piece.
Fits right in.
Yeah,
Oh, really? So there have been a lot of Westerners lately, or
No more so than usual. As you know, it's a fairly popular.
you been out to any good digs recently?
Not in particular. Obviously, the one of note is the Clive expedition. They found that mummy that's disappeared.
Did you go see it before it disappeared?
No, I did not.
You know when things disappear.
Unfortunately, the Clive expedition is very private with their dig, as most of the Penhue Foundation is. This one more so than usual.
I would imagine the Penny Hughes are pretty private about their digs.
Yeah, I heard they had like a guard go missing there a couple recently. London has just been crazy with.
Has it? I'm afraid news hasn't reached here of anything.
Oh, you
There's
don't
some weird
say.
stuff going on in London.
Bad juju going on.
Strange things are.
People are dying.
Yeah, I guess like the leader of Penhue Foundation was found dead with a bunch of cultists.
Oh yes, yes. Mr. Penhue died 5 years ago in Kenya.
No, the current
The
curator.
proprietor,
what's,
Edward Gavigan.
Gavigan.
Good heavens, Gavigan's dead.
Yeah, he had a bunch of cultists were nude in some backyard and got shot.
I must say, I'm shocked. He was a well-known man in England, very highly esteemed.
Yeah, someone here.
Cultists. That's blimey.
Yeah, something about some black pharaoh or something.
Oh, pish posh. The locals are always going on about the Black Pharaoh.
Oh, really? We were told that it wasn't going on anymore, but the locals are conversing about it, are they?
Well,
Sure,
it's a superstition.
Superstition, I'm sure. What do they say? That it's going on today?
Silly, but what do they say?
I know it's not ridiculous.
Write down in detail exactly what they're talking about. And then hand it.
Please make carbon copies.
In my opinion, it could be similar to one of the gangs you might see in New York or London. You know, it's just a group of
They
ruffians and hooligans.
Ruffians and hooligans.
Hooligans.
Kidnapping and sacrificing virgins and all that.
You know how kids are.
It is the 20s after all.
So the waiter comes up and says, "Oh, we have a table ready for you in the back."
Well, I'm sorry to take you and the missus's time. Or is it Mrs. time?
Let's not waste time with frivolities, which is not a word.
Frivolities.
Or trivialities.
Trivialities.
Yeah,
eh?
trivialities.
Or frivolous. Yeah. Either one's fine.
Frivolities.
Trivialities.
Realities.
My English is not so good.
Frivolities.
It's so confusing.
Alright.
So the waiter leads you to a back room where there's
A back room.
No,
where
great.
they've set up a table.
We'll brought our guns, right?
Hang on your luggage.
Putting on their luggage.
Just I got my
Brings a
hand
good
in my
point.
purse
You guys do
constantly.
kind of have your luggage.
We do.
I have bags.
I mean, could have brought it on the stairs too. You're getting in, trying to go to the turf club with a decent amount of luggage.
We're in between hotels right now. Sorry. We were at the whatever hotel, but it was too low class for us. So we're trying to upgrade. So we're just waiting for a reservation to go through. Thus,
Very well,
thus
very
the
well.
phone problem.
We didn't trust another orphan with it, did we? With this reservation.
Of course not.
Okay.
He sets a menu in front of you and starts recommending different things off of the various drinks. It's an expensive menu.
We'll all share a salad.
Unlimited chicken salad.
You have unlimited breadsticks
Water,
here, right?
no ice.
Oh, if we'd want to drink the water here.
Do you have a Coca-Cola with real cocaine in it?
All the good times.
Or we get some of that heroin cough syrup that's all the rage these days.
Laudanum.
Laudanum and some heroin, please.
What kind of restaurant is that?
Yeah, so he brings you a salad, I guess. he's
He looks at you
a little
disapprovingly.
disappointed. He's kind of like,
We've thrown the trouble.
yeah. You hear him mumbling off about having to, move some other
Wait.
people to different tables.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Does the Penhua Foundation have a tab with you?
The foundation does not. No, I'm sorry.
And otherwise we would order more.
We were told there was a tab. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Not specifically for the Penhue Foundation.
What about what's his name?
Clive.
What about Clive?
The
Mr.
Clive
Clive.
Expedition, yes, they do have a tab here.
Oh, yes.
We're on their time.
The Penhue Foundation is
Seabass
partnering with
boys.
the Clive Foundation.
That's what we were thinking.
We'll take prime rib all the way around.
No.
He's skeptical. He's
He has the right to be.
Someone have persuade.
Somebody fast
I
talk.
persuade and fast talk.
Use your
I'm gonna
persuade.
need half your persuade halved for something like this.
Persuade halved. Going for it.
Best roll ever right here.
We're wasting it on prime rib, people.
We'll eat like kings. Critical success.
Critical failure. 97.
He says, I would have to verify that. I'm sorry. There's a specific list of names.
I know. So we're just supposed to meet up with them later. We were just hoping. Leave it up to our girls. It's a feminine wiles. Frenchmen are like women.
We do not apologize to the French.
We do not apologize to that statement.
For the record, we stand by that one.
No apologies to our radio listeners.
For all those French people that let's do it.
There goes the French.
The biggest audience.
Alright, so you guys
That was the Centurion.
For some reason, really popular with friends.
We were positive friends.
You guys get a salad.
Awesome.
I'm not paying for the
And some
salad.
glass of murky
I'll
water.
pay.
You each get a glass of murky water.
I don't
Probably
drink
not
the
going
water.
to drink that.
Kind of looks like a smoke monster.
I don't know about you, but I'm not giving this place a very high rating.
My Yelp review is not going to. I mean,
Done.
I find a pigeon, strap my review onto his leg, float.
Send for a raven.
Send for a raven. I don't have any meat to feed it.
Alright, you guys are at the table with some salad. I don't know
What did we hope to gain? Yeah.
I don't know.
We were supposed to talk to people, so I talked to the one
We're supposed to
guy.
like talk about the Carlisle expedition, right?
yeah.
You should ask that one guy.
Yeah, where's the
We
waiter?
asked the
Or
waiter.
British guy.
I might tip him a bit if he wants to talk about the Carlisle expedition.
If you what? Walks up with the Carlisle expedition?
No.
They've been dead for
You deserve a tip, sir.
You seem like fine fellows. Have I got a secret for you? They work in the kitchen. Alright. Yeah.
How long have you worked here?
Oh, you're talking to the waiter?
Yes.
I've worked here for 3 years.
No,
Your English is quite good.
Would you have known the Carlisle expedition?
Unfortunately not. No, they came through here, were regular tenants about 5 years ago.
Would you happen to know anyone who would know?
We might order a steak if you know.
Yeah, other than the maitre d', there's really no one that would potentially know.
To the Major D.
Alright, so you go to the maitre d'.
Should we kidnap him?
Just in broad daylight.
Just always.
I actually eat my part of the salad first.
Dear
Leave a
Father,
tip on the
He
table.
sees you getting up and
I
he
have
quickly brings up
found
his check.
myself with psychopaths, kidnappers, and murderers.
And that's
we
our
are
good
good
qualities.
None of them have attended church.
That is not true. The Shmees own a good church,
That way they keep the gin.
so we keep the
It's
gin.
actually a squeaky team.
As I always say.
The distillery is in Oregon.
I'm gonna go play after a little bit.
It's time to practice your organ.
I put down my portion of the salad money.
Come on, guys, chip in.
Leave a tip.
Yeah. We actually paid for it.
Do have to do a credit check on that.
We're gonna need
We all fail.
No,
So-
but spot hidden. Give me a spot hidden.
Maybe the first time I'll get.
Ooh, yeah, look at that.
You notice something on the rim of the glasses.
Of who?
What we didn't
The
drink.
water glasses that you did not
the
drink.
water.
Yeah, we're not that dumb.
We were not.
A very fine, almost powdery substance. Not super noticeable.
I'm sure know how to make a margarita here.
I bet my waiter.
Well, I was
Are you
gonna
gonna
say,
tell us about it?
yeah, do you tell us about it?
You notice it.
Nobody tries to convince you.
Okay, I take one of the napkins and go to each glass and wipe around it so I can collect this stuff so we can use it on someone else.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know what this does. I'm sorry.
Waiter, come over here. Right. Yes.
Okay, you've got it
I
in
may
a
be
napkin.
naive about the intentions of putting the powder on that, but thinking they're dirty, I have to clean them. So I clean all the glasses.
So between him and you, it's like this race.
This is the best session we've
Someone
ever
comes by and
had.
drops a tip for you guys. You get a £1 note. You guys are doing fine work.
We've got a pound.
Not many
Money.
people would keep this place this spick and span. I appreciate it. So yeah.
We throw it and do what we can. I pull out my accordion.
Frenchmen, they creep me up.
It's what's his name? He made a
Jasper's back.
Eagleton, you survived.
Jasper Eagleton, you crazy Canadian American.
His greatest shame was that he was Canadian.
He loved America so much that he was such a pathological liar.
Right
We
in.
don't know if he loved America or not. We were still a little hazy on that because he was such a good liar.
He ended up being
He wanted to grow old with me.
Yeah, he ended up being British.
Not even Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was part of the British police.
But he did want to grow old with me and lie to people.
He did. He liked the deceptive shenanigans you guys had.
I think he did.
We should outright lie to people all the time.
So you guys had the maitre d', I suppose, right?
I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're doing.
How do we want to...
Oh,
I gotta find
you finished already?
Yeah, your guys' food is terrible.
Very well. Good day.
Speaking of which, did you know the Carlisle expedition?
The Carlisle expedition. Yes, I had just started here when they were when they frequented here. We had a big high to do when they first arrived.
Were you putting powder on the glasses back then too, or is that a new thing?
I assure you, I don't know what you're talking about. You'd like to roll a psychology to see if he's telling the truth. I'll allow it.
Sure, why not? Let's see if we can make that.
Anybody
Come
gonna
on, 4!
I actually have
Oh, come on.
Wait, did you almost make it?
Please. I fail by 3 points.
Ridiculous.
Oh.
I rolled a 38 out of 35.
32.
You guys all failed psychology?
Yeah.
I've only got 5.
I
Okay.
took intro in college.
Yeah,
back
You're
then.
not sure if he's telling the truth or not.
I feel like we're all pretty sure. At least metagame.
Anybody else want to ask me questions?
It's just yes, ma'am.
In their parties, was there a man named Omar Shakti?
Omar Shakti he frequents this restaurant, and he's well known to most of the archaeologists that come here. He's a very well known, very successful businessman.
Where would you find him?
Most likely on his plantation on the Nile somewhere.
On denial.
Oh, by the way,
Gives you information.
did you ever happen to overhear where the Carlisle Expedition spent most of their time, or if they ever talked about what they were looking at when they were digging some stuff up? I'm an archaeologist.
Unfortunately, they were fairly quiet about that whole.
They never got
situation.
super drunk and kind of let something
They
slip.
did not. They were very particular about that. I mean, they worked near Giza and Dashur.
Dashur.
Sure, you're right.
Dashur, you're bad.
Yeah, I said that.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Again, Egyptians.
No, I was going to apologize to the Swedish.
For the record.
This is really, we're trying to run a business here. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Wondering why a restaurant has a maitre d'. Other than that, I think.
I think we're good.
Thank you.
That was exciting.
That was very exciting.
Great salad.
I think they tried to drug us.
On the way out, I just knock over a chair.
Immediately he starts like going off in Arabic.
All right.
Did you yell at your orphan on the way out too?
Backhanded orphan. A general principle.
That's terrible.
Put a bullet in one of the beggar's things. You can use that when
So,
Well, that's productive.
we just found out that there's a British guy who likes to cheat on his wife.
maybe.
I don't know. Did we find that out? Is that something?
He was,
That was implied.
pretty unclear.
You know?
It was really
The question is,
unclear.
do we wait around until we know if we can get funds
Yeah, we
from
didn't ask.
them,
Gentlemen, you did not.
or
No.
do we try
No one
and
asked what his name.
But the point
march
is,
off on our own?
He's still there. He's still on the patio enjoying it.
Maybe
What's your name?
I'm so sorry. We didn't introduce ourselves.
He shouts out, Jasper.
I knew it.
Jasper Smith.
Just
Oh,
gonna be
that's your last
Jasper.
name. I wouldn't even think of that.
It's a distant relative.
It's a distant relative
Yes.
of yours in real
Yes.
life.
Yes. My great great grandfather.
Jasper Smith.
That's how we miss grandmother. Regina.
Maybe Shakti will let us live on his plantation.
Grandma Reggie.
Yes.
Grandma Reggie.
We must also find Faraz Najir.
Yes, Faraz.
Should we talk to the police, maybe?
Yeah, the police might know what Faraz is.
To
Time
the
is it?
police station.
All right, so you guys go to the police station.
I don't really want to talk to the police, so
Sorted past.
You're the best at it.
Yeah, who's going into the station?
Yeah, we don't really have
Are we not splitting the party?
No,
Isn't that a thing we're not
We've got all
doing?
our baggage.
I'll guard the baggage out front.
I'll stay out
Yeah,
front.
do you guys
too.
want to get a hotel before you?
I'm afraid to leave our stuff anywhere.
We don't have any money.
There's also that.
We can go to Shakti. It's a plantation. Maybe we can bribe our way onto it.
We don't have money for travel. We're waiting for money to come through via wire.
Elisha is very concerned about you guys dragging your belongings to the police station.
Does she have any better
She
ideas?
has some good friends that she says your items will be very safe with.
I like the sound of that.
Do we trust her that much?
I leave all my non-essential gear there.
I mean, you're a pretty nice lady, Alicia, but I like to hold on to my things.
What? Okay, so items that you have out of the ordinary. You guys, did you take the books and scrolls with you?
What books and scrolls?
Yeah, we took a bunch of stuff.
Because you've got books and scrolls.
We've got.
They're in a duffel bag.
You've got a scepter.
It's in my
You've got
duffel
2
bag.
daggers and a statue.
I can put the daggers in.
Okay, so you put the daggers here.
I've got like a silver headband and some books.
Oh yeah, the headband really helped you
And then you
out.
threw on the
That headband was the worst thing ever. It's like I don't think that. I
It
don't
could be
think.
mythical, but we're not sure. It certainly didn't do anything to help him.
Help, I'm dying.
He was getting choked last game, and he took an entire combat round to put a headband on. It didn't do anything.
Just, I thought it might be magical.
What is?
Is it magical?
And then yeah, we
I
took
won!
books and
I won!
scrolls.
It's not working.
the magic word.
I'm assuming they picked the stuff up that Victor had.
I thought it was
books and
magical.
scrolls. 'Cause
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's magical.
They would have looted it.
I think it's just ceremonial.
Let's be honest. Friend, foe, we loot them all.
Yeah.
So
But
Elisha
he's more
offers to
consistent.
take it to
Okay.
All right, fine.
I wrap up my statue really in the middle of my clothes, pet it a couple times, tingle tingle, and then zip it.
a. Okay, all right. So you guys drop your luggage off at well, it's at someone's shop, but he's got a basement and it's locked fairly
Do
well.
we think
Yeah, it's
this
locked.
basement might contain cultists?
Of course not.
That's always one way to find out.
Yeah.
Someone get in a duffle bag.
You
Just
do
one-
Why
notice
would
that
you
the gentleman that
Inverted onk.
that she handed off the stuff to is wearing a necklace with just a sort of a silver sphere on it.
Goodbye to that stuff.
They're the arch nemesis of the Onkers.
Gang, we can start calling them the Onkers.
The Sphericles. They're like green.
Sphericles versus the augurs.
We are the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh. Stop calling us Onkers.
It's like it's a Romeo and Juliet love story.
We demand to be taken seriously.
We'll quit turkey
We
holing
have-
people.
We have giant skeleton
Stop
birds.
with the turkey holding.
One bad sketch and you assume a club is a turkey leg. People died because of that weapon. I'm sorry. I can't draw it.
The blanket and turkey hole.
So much turkey holding.
The turkey hole.
There was
The
weapon. Okay.
Gotta catch him
you know
up.
I drew that weapon.
Yeah,
I
it
tried
looked
to
like
draw
a club, and it
that
looked like
had
a turkey
spike
leg.
Yeah,
through it.
that's what I'm saying.
It looked like a
That's what he
turkey
drew.
leg. People kept dying by it, and turkey holes got it.
He termed it turkey
A lot
hole.
of people were turkey holes last game.
Yeah, here's the picture of the club.
No, I've seen the club. I remember seeing that.
You just said
It's just
we hadn't
It's also a
quite turned
hummingbird
it.
without wings.
Anyway, it's a good thing people listening to this won't see my illustration.
Have I shown in front of the mic a few times?
just paper rustling. So here it is.
Yeah. It's like Rush Limbaugh.
I've got it right here. Right here.
My,
my hands.
formerly nicotine-stained hands.
Totally appropriate.
For all you wrestlers, but no.
We're not apologizing to Rush fans either.
You were in the police station. Regina is staying outside.
I'm outside with her.
Never mind.
Okay.
The policeman's daughter can handle this.
Oh yeah, that's a good
So,
point.
yes, hello. What can I do for you?
Yes, I am looking for a Faraz Najiri.
Yes. Can I inquire why you're? We don't particularly hand out personal information.
I am interested in antiquities, and I understand that he does antiquities.
Yes, that's about right. That story checks out.
I am good at this.
I will do a check now.
So he says it's on the Street of the Jackals. If you ask around there, people should know where Faraz is.
The jackals.
So
They're
it
so
is,
gonna get it.
Aptly named.
Log it down.
There's actually jackals there.
Jackals live here.
It's jackals
There be
living in the
jackals.
street.
It's like a theme park. They live in the houses. They have jobs.
Fucking hell with it.
They have a baguette and some wine.
Faraz, that
What else is a jackal?
So
Plot
Eulalia, I'm assuming you inquire if you want her to help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Find it?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
she
Eulalia's
can
great.
speak Arabic.
She's the only one that speaks Arabic. She's going everywhere.
Okay, so she
Till she dies.
sort of winds you around. You're
That's
getting
gonna happen.
sort of into the heart of old Cairo. You're getting more and more turned around. Things are making less sense. There's a ton of people like begging, and there's lots of little shops. People speaking languages you can't understand. Days going on. Yeah, it's confusing. There's lots
Tons
of
of
stuff
little
happening.
shops. Do any of them have Audrey 2s?
No,
Oh.
no Audrey 2s, unfortunately.
That's disappointing. No
That
little
could be a
shops with
side
Audrey
note.
2s.
Side adventure.
Okay, maybe next time.
Until eventually, she's asking someone about, so she says, we're close, we're on the Street of the Jackals, we just need to find the exact shop. And then she says, oh, it's just down this, and then she looks over and there's, where would be a building standing is just piles of rubble and ash.
Huh.
And as people walk by, they sort of do, not sign of the cross, I guess, but similar like
Sign of the Ankh.
yes,
Sign of the inverted on.
The Ankh.
superstitious like different things as they walk past it.
I like that. So you do this, and then
And she says, "Oh dear." And so she stops someone and asks what happens and explains that Faraz's shop burned down a few months ago.
Of course they did.
Police didn't notice this?
Man.
They did, but he hasn't
Down.
been.
Down to Cairo in 2 months?
Well, yeah, he hasn't. I mean, he hasn't really updated it with the police station at all or anything like that. But she
Well,
says
this
he's
precinct
opened up a
doesn't.
new shop further on down the road.
Oh, that's not.
Didn't know
We
he's
do a
not
spot hidden in the rubble.
yeah, spot hidden.
Good pick
Yeah,
through the
go ahead,
rubble.
actually.
Spot it in.
Come on.
All right.
Nope.
12 out of 50.
I got 17 out of 45.
I got a 60 out of 65.
If you made it, you can check it. There is a broken necklace on the ground with an inverted ankh on it.
I'll take convenience.
I'll take
I need
that.
another one.
I'll put it in my pocket.
Have you seen these?
Yeah, I got 2. I'm gonna start wearing them, multi cultists. You're gonna have like a whole like.
You'll be like Mr. T.
He's either like a super cult or he's hunting us.
Yes and yes. They're not mutually exclusive here.
Do you understand the rules of this cult? Kill things.
Okay, so
I'm part of the Blue Oyster Cult.
More
We
cows.
hunt the members of the.
And as you kill him, you say, "Don't fear the Reaper."
Yeah.
And then while you have somebody in the back, you have somebody in the back and going, "Don't."
here's some powder. Eat this powder. I don't know what it
Where's the French
does. This is chalk. So Eulalia asks around and just I guess the equivalent of a few blocks down is a shop, and she says, "Yes, Faraz Najir, this is his new shop."
Oh.
Apparently, that's what. She's
What does he
told.
sell?
He sells antiquities.
Just antiquities. Okay, that's specific.
You can see stuff.
Random
You can look
tchotchkes.
from what you can see inside. I mean, there's like old scimitars. There's
Is there any staffs? Would he be
Sword could be good.
staffs, or staff as in people that work there.
Scepters.
Oh, scepters. Yeah, I mean, there's.
Does he have any snakes?
I'll take the strong one. He does on a plantation. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
that's the other guy.
Omar.
Oh, that's the other guy.
Omar.
Okay.
Yeah, the Cairo edition of the little Cupid doll.
Do you have any stats? Trying to figure out how to go with this conversation. There's like, I mean, yeah, there's like copper mirrors. There's
Ceremonial silver
yeah,
daggers.
there's like obviously kind of like knockoff scepters and stuff that you might. Yeah, they're like miniature sarcophagi. There's things that may or may not be authentic. There's pottery. You're just not sure.
Alright.
Well, you might be. So yeah, you walk in and he.
I'm biting my tongue the entire time we're in this building.
Okay.
Should be in a museum.
Some of it's fake and doesn't belong in a museum.
Can I roll?
It's also very dusty.
Can I roll archaeology to see if any of it's genuine?
Genuine?
You can definitely.
Is genuine there?
He didn't even say genuine. He said genuine.
Roll the dice.
artifact here.
Genuine, sing us a song.
I pass by 1 point.
Most of it is junk.
Most of it is junk.
I mean, there's
Is there anything that, in particular, that's actually interesting?
there's maybe some pieces of stone that might actually be from the pyramids. But other than that, there's nothing that looks super authentic. He's in there. He says, "Oh, hello. Yes, what can I do for you?" You notice half his face is incredibly scarred and burned.
We're sorry to hear about your previous shop.
He says, "Yes, thank you. I'm also sorry."
We were actually here looking for... Because a buddy of ours recently turned deceased, a Mr. Jackson Elias, and we learned that he stopped by your shop. Speaking of which, you sell masks?
Does she even know about the mask?
There's
Don't
something
there
about
about it, bro.
No, he says, "No, I'm sorry. We don't currently have any masks. I might be able to find some that could sell."
It's okay.
Mask.
It was just a thought.
Passing.
Just passing thought.
What does he have to say about Jackson?
Hey, Jackson Elias, though. Back on subject, sorry.
Yes. What was the question? Oh, Jackson Elias.
Yeah, and what he was interested in. Any information you give to the last time you saw Mr. Elias.
He looks a little nervous, but he says, "Yeah, Elias was interested in certain artifacts that I procured, various statues."
Anything interesting?
He said, "It's hard to remember. It was a couple years ago. Yeah, there was a small statuette about yay big, and then there was some.
Did it look like
after? And
did it look like a man with a squid face?
I can't say it did. No, it was a small statue of Ra.
Oh, of Ra. Oh, okay.
Significantly more
Did he have
mundane.
any particular mention of why he wanted said statue?
He was very quiet about what he wanted. He seemed nervous to me, but other than that, he didn't give me much information other than some very specific artifacts. Chiefly being the statue of Ra and anything pertaining to anything to do with the pyramids.
But none of it was memorable, is what you're saying?
None of it was memorable to me other than the statue and.
Well, I'm just kind of curious about this because most of the stuff in here really isn't any sort of genuine artifact. So the fact that you were giving him genuine artifacts seems like it'd be pretty memorable for me.
He sort of straightens up and says, "How dare you insult me?"
That's fine.
How dare you
That's
insult
fine,
her?
but my point still stands. I'm looking at your stuff and being that most of this is not what it claims to be.
He's not liking you so much.
So
he says, "If you don't want to buy anything, you can please leave."
If you had masks, I'd buy those.
I'm sorry, I don't have any masks.
well, do you have any scepters?
Do you like
I'm
to...
sorry, if all I have is junk, I'm afraid I don't have anything that would interest
Have you ever seen a silver dagger like this before?
He says, "No, I haven't seen anything like that." He starts to reach for it a little bit.
I
just
pull
to
it
get
back.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just...
Sorry, I'm
Get
protective
closer.
of him.
No, I understand.
Please forgive us. We're not trying to insult you. We do notice that your old
little
shop
bit,
was
yeah.
burned down, and that there was a necklace found near it.
At this, he kind of stiffens up and says, "Yes, it was a horrible accident."
Yes, it would be a horrible accident when someone burns down your building.
Look, it was a complete accident. I don't know if you don't have anything to. If you don't want to buy anything, please leave.
You need to help us understand what's going on.
Nothing's going on. I'm trying to run a.
We might be able to
business
murder
here.
the people that are trying to hurt you.
What people are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Show them the necklace.
You can take it out this time.
These people.
I take what? Is there water nearby?
Sure.
Sure. I splash you in
Glass
the
with
face.
some chalky substance.
Why is everyone drinking this white
Immediately
stuff?
goes blind. I'm just kidding. He doesn't.
Splash
No,
it. Calm down.
So he says, "Please leave, just leave," and he grabs one of the sort of rusty, bricky, not sharp scimitars, and he's sort of shaking it. Please get out of my
I
shop.
pulled this off of a dead man. That's not mine.
Why is that being justified?
Why
I
is
want
that
nothing
not
to do with the
working?
Brotherhood. Please leave.
So you do know the Brotherhood?
Yes, of course I know the Brotherhood. Get out of my shop.
Did Jackson know the Brotherhood?
I don't know what Jackson knew, and now he's starting to miss. People are hearing a commotion, and there's sort of people are
hearing you talk about the Brotherhood. Maybe you should calm down a little bit.
Maybe you should leave.
We're gonna stay here, and you can keep yelling about how much you hate the Brotherhood and hope that they.
People
How
are
you
coming
know
in to
things
check-
about them?
People
You're
are
going
coming
to
into a
some-
shop now and checking to see if he's okay, if he's being harassed.
He's the one shaking a scimitar at us.
They can't understand you. And
Where's
Elisha?
Elisha?
Yeah, Alicia would be honest.
Alicia.
She's trying to calm down the crowd and like assure that, and she's like, you either need to calm him down or get the heck out of here.
We calm him down.
We should burn this shop.
Yeah, calm him down.
Which is calm him down.
We'll let it try, right?
Roll a psychology.
I'm all about it.
Sure, let's roll that 5. Come on,
Yeah.
roll that.
Yes, I passed.
Nice.
Also
And
bad.
now, if you pass, roll an idea.
Okay. Where's
It's
my...
up here.
No, wait, no. I hit it exactly.
I passed again.
Boom.
Yay.
Double
He
pass.
seems like the type of fellow that would take a bribe. But he's
What
sort
do
of
we
freaking
have?
out right now.
We don't have
And now
a
people
jig.
are starting to like sort of push at you.
We have.
So I
I have a
what about
scepter.
your weird,
I got some
useless
extra cash.
headband?
Yeah, I'm like,
No, well,
okay, I
I-
show him the headband and be like, would something
He
like...
does not like that either.
Okay.
Okay, well, in that case, I take out cash.
I have a
How much?
spell that I know actually.
That
You're
one
going
pound
to
note we got
smell?
for wiping
What,
glass.
20
All right,
pounds?
so you give him £1, huh?
No.
No, no,
Or
20.
you're not going to give
I
him?
was going to 20 pounds.
I'll give it to him, but
20
you got
pounds?
20 pounds. 21 pounds.
You guys got lucky.
Yes.
So he's rolled an 8. So he sees the money and sort of he's still shaking. He's got the scimitar. He's not screaming anymore.
Okay.
He says, "Please hide the inverted ankh."
I just took it out for a second. It's already back.
Okay, he says, and he starts talking to the people and explaining everything's okay. They stop hitting you.
They were hitting
And,
us?
They were hitting me.
Some of them were like sort of
If they were hitting me, I would have been shooting them.
You were closer up.
daggers drawn. So
What people?
he says, you know, he sort of gets everyone out of the shop. And he says, "I don't want to talk here or now. This is not the place."
Where is the place? And where's the time of the place?
He says, "Meet me tomorrow at the mosque adjacent to my house." There's a mosque there.
He's going to die before we get there. I mean, yeah, okay.
He says, "Meet me around 1 o'clock, and I will take you there, and we can meet in a private
AM or the
room."
PM?
PM.
Okay.
And we can talk there.
He's gonna die.
Yeah. Don't wear. I should say, don't wear a red shirt. It will do you no good.
So he, yeah, it's getting later on in the day because it took you quite a while to find this place. You still don't have a hotel currently. Elisha says we can stay with the same family that is holding our stuff.
Do that in the morning. Check for
Okay. Let's do it.
response.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Take us there.
Go to the Western Union.
Okay, so Elisha, yeah, the family that you're staying with is quite friendly. They have no problem preparing meals for you guys. They're excited to see Elisha. She's like an old family friend that's, you know, obviously went off to London when she was a little bit younger to become a dancer, which no one was super excited about. But not like, I mean, they weren't like super disappointed. But yeah, they're excited to have her back. It's like having an old almost like a niece or nephew back, or a niece back, which is
Niece or a nephew?
But yeah, so they're super nice. The house is not lavish, but it seems far more secure than a lot of the other ones.
Oh, good.
There's different sort of almost superstitious. You can't really put a pin in it. Artifacts on the walls and stuff. But yeah, it seems relatively safe. You guys feel secure there?
I'm sleepy.
Yeah, I am kind of interested in some of these artifacts. I'll make see if I can, be in like a natural history or
Roll. Do you have archaeology
I don't have
or
archaeology.
history?
I have history.
Go ahead and roll history.
Okay. And I fail again.
You're not sure.
Okay.
I mean, you are a librarian, so you do naturally know, a good amount of history, but it's really not clicking. Nothing really stands out to you as
Can we
obvious.
steal?
You can try.
I'm kidding. I'm not stealing from them.
Do you remember the spell I had? I feel like that's something I would have written down, but I can't remember what it was.
When did you get it?
I got it. We read one of those scrolls.
Which scroll? There was
can't-
too many scrolls.
I can't remember.
Somebody got Wheel of Mist.
I
But I
think
feel like that person.
I feel like that should have been me. It wasn't me, but it should have been.
It should have
Oh,
gone.
I think
No, because my last name is
Yeah.
Mists. It works
I
out.
remember I got one. We read some book. One of them had nothing, and the other one had a spell in it.
Was this way back in the beginning when you
No, this was like last time.
last time? Okay.
I read the ones from the Pinham Foundation.
I remember I couldn't use it yet because I read about it, but I hadn't learned it.
It wasn't Send Dreams, was it?
That sounds familiar.
I'll give you Send Dreams. I think that's what it was. But if you'd like to borrow the rule book, there's the page number.
I'm gonna say that I read more about it while I was on the boat.
There was an element that was needed. There was some sort of copper bowl or other earthly copper bowl that was necessary.
Wait a minute. Didn't we have one of those?
At one point, you did.
But it was still
It was stolen.
It was
Most of your
stolen.
stuff was stolen.
And we never got our stuff back?
no.
No, not that time.
He's a special copper bull.
There's a page number on there too, if you would like to look up.
Don't look at that. So that's the quick start rule. It should be fine.
Yeah. Now I know what I want to do.
Just pull my phone. Click. Here you go.
Okay, so you guys spend the night actually really peacefully. You don't have any problems
Still
getting
pull
to
out
sleep.
my
It's not like
code.
you've been drugged or anything like that. You just feel at ease and at peace. And then you wake up in the morning. Everything's fine. You're absolutely fine. You
We're
have a
still
great
waiting for
night's
the
There's
sleep.
no smoke. There's no smoke monster.
There's nothing. There's no smoke monsters. You wake up to the smell of breakfast.
This is lovely.
It smells
Hopefully not the
delightful.
smell of human flesh.
Yeah. Hope you're hungry for me.
They burned the building.
Fresh squeezed orange juice and
Polenta plenty.
pomegranates and what?
Polenta plenty.
Oh yeah, polenta plenty.
Papaya.
Yeah, so they pat you on the back and say, "Oh, stay as long as you like. We're just so happy to have you here."
We should just stay here. Game over.
And we live happily ever after.
Eating dates.
They're all, "Oh, how do we tell them they've overstayed their welcome?"
5 years later, they're going, now's the day we tell them to get out.
You
Wish
tell the
you weren't
crazy
so
woman.
polite.
They said to stay as long as I want.
You tell the devil woman.
You be careful what you tell us, schmees.
Should we ask them if they've heard of the Brotherhood?
I feel like we don't want to get kicked out, but I also
No,
feel
I'm
like...
not going to show up my inverted awk or anything, but
Ellie's all, we've got a good thing going here.
not like, hey, have you seen this necklace before? But like, we've been hearing a lot of goings on recently about this Brotherhood. Are they causing trouble or something?
They say yes. A lot of people think that it's superstition. Some people think that it's gangs. We believe it's a very dark cult. How much power is actually behind it, we couldn't say, and we honestly don't intend to find out.
Fair
Please
enough.
Don't bring anything down on this house.
We are not
Why would we?
ever going to do that. We were just here because we've just heard it come up. Like, people are
We're
scared.
grateful for you saving Elisha from the Brotherhood. But please don't endanger my family.
No, of course. Never.
That's not our style.
Not us. No.
Hey, we were there when a giant bird creature bit the head off of our friend.
Yeah. So safe is relative in our minds.
Is there a giant bird creature?
So you're safe.
So you're safe.
Giant slug monster?
They
No,
really
we're
want to show
fine.
you their aviary.
Oh, great.
Very large.
Okay, thank you for your honest discussion. We're not trying to dig. We're just wondering if you'd heard anything. Because everyone keeps singing, bring it up everywhere we go.
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone else wants to talk about it.
Everyone else has an opinion.
New York, London, Cairo.
Wasn't New York the
Or
Curse
no.
of the Bloody Tongue, the Cult of the Bloody Tongue, though?
Yeah, they were related.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they were.
They had the giant worm monster.
They did have the giant worm monster covered in faces.
That's true.
And raw faces, just gross.
Poor Andy's character died.
Mostly dead.
Slug of many faces.
No, is Andy still recovering?
Yeah, I think so.
He's
Kinda
from a
mostly.
hospital in New York. We've got a trail of recovering heroes all the way across the
Strewn
pond.
across the floor. Heroes strewn across the floor.
Why don't they just go home?
Okay, so you guys, it's the morning. Is there anything you...
Check out
want
the
to
Osiris International Import.
Now, is it their house in town or outside?
It is. It's
or?
in Cairo.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's within sort of the heart of Cairo.
Okay.
So we should go to Cyrus Imports.
We should also check out and see if we got a response back.
We should go back to the newspaper place and see if we got a telegram.
Yes. What would
Yes.
you like to do?
Newspaper place to see if we got the telegram, to see if Harriet's wired us money. Because we're all poor people.
We're nothing
paupers.
without her money.
It's really
She was like a
interesting to see you guys
Boston-
with no money. Just keep everything and keep going. Don't sleep.
Yeah, she was a Boston socialite. Dad's a banker, so she was okay. Yeah.
She didn't even make it out of New York, did she? She's
No,
stayed there.
She's
She
went insane,
every
right?
once in a while,
didn't
yeah.
even go insane. I think.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
she
by
just
this
was over
point.
it.
Well, actually, I'm not sure how long it's been, but I'm not sure if she's regained her sanity. She could still be at the sanitarium
She
resting.
could. We can check now.
Yeah.
Let's see. But okay, so you guys want to head to the hotel? Or
Well,
sorry,
no, we
the
wanna head to
newspaper?
the
Yes.
newspaper place.
Yeah, the newspaper. I was like,
Okay.
hotel.
He's delighted to see you guys again as usual, and before you can even ask, he shows you a telegram. Says, "All right, just if you need to use my machine again, please don't make it such a long message."
Well, since we had, what does the telegram say? I guess first. I was about to
It
tip him.
says, "Send
but then-
money and help."
No, I'm just kidding.
No, the telegram says basically, yes, of course, thank you for updating me. I was wondering where you guys were. You should be able to go to, when she gives you the name of the bank, I've wired funds for you there.
Hooray.
Okay. Well, maybe we should tip the newspaper guys. Since
Yeah,
it
just
costs
say
them-
to cover for this here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what, the
Here's-
£1 note that you guys had? Or?
we have to have some money because one
Okay,
pound.
yeah.
we only
£5
bought
or
salad.
something. I mean, more than would
It
be.
says you're far too generous.
You are a good friend. We take care of our friends.
You're gonna steal it back.
Yeah, I should try.
We'll be here in the middle of the
We take
night.
care of our friends unless they die.
So as you're shaking his hand, you're picking his pocket.
Yeah.
You hand him a £5 note and take his
Wallet. Wallet.
You won't even be cold, and your box will be
his
empty.
billfold, yeah. Do you want to try to steal it back?
There's no point. No,
That's not
I'm
good.
not Dick Schmidt.
There's only one Dick
Maybe
Schmidt.
it's
No,
a-
actually, there's
Jacques
a whole
Warren.
family of Dick Schmidts, apparently.
It's a whole clan.
Dick Spee never died.
Dick is his
I
own
just
great
realized I
grandfather.
It's true. Schmees never die. They're just missing in action.
They just get missing in
He
action.
hasn't died in this campaign yet. Okay, so yeah, I take you guys go to the bank and get your money, or
Yes,
is that just an
that is a
assumption?
thing we did.
We went and got our money.
Yeah, there's no hiccups. You get your money.
Should we go to the
You've got a
Osiris?
line of credit open there too. So anytime you need money in Egypt, you can.
Yay, Egyptian money!
Free for
And
all.
now the game begins.
It's probably a crock.
We should go back to the turf club.
We'd like to buy the turf club.
Get rid of
No,
this.
you don't understand. I'm buying this restaurant.
And you are being fired.
Where's a pool I can swim in?
Are we doing this? Because
I don't think we have that kind of money.
Game then devolves into a
Carry us all.
club.
I'm ruined.
Why did you need all this money? We had to buy this restaurant.
We had to make a
The
point that
Major
we
D was
weren't
a jerk.
3 times what that restaurant was worth.
just you could swim in their dirty water.
And drink their white chalk.
Spray powdered sugar all over the place.
Someone's got to run.
it's actually like the lysine powder.
Get rid of that. We don't need it. Okay, so yeah, you guys now have a line of credit open
Okay,
at
so
the National Egyptian Bank.
What time is it? I guess GM.
It's
We made a couple of appointments, so
9 or 10. 10 o'clock.
do we have time to hit Osiris before we get
go
them
hit
off?
Cyrus.
Sure. Yeah, you guys. It's within town, and Eulatius is fairly well known. It kind of it's a hub. It accepts goods from all over the world and gives them to local dealers. And
Don't say.
Yes.
This is another antiquity shop.
This one is
Importer.
it's an importer.
Oh,
Yeah, and there was a ledger found in the office or like the secret workroom of
I think it was
one
a
of the.
secret work.
It was in the bottom of the Pennyview Foundation, right?
Yeah,
was this one in the Penny Foundation or was this one in
This was
his
at the
estate?
mansion.
Oh,
This is at his mansion, yeah. So they found in the home of one of the cult leaders in London this ledger that had different entries from all over the world. One of them was this importer.
Okay.
Does it say? Did any of them specify where the items went? I don't know how I wrote that up.
No.
Excellent.
It just says from the different. It's essentially the different places. So some of the things were things that we had found in the Penhew Foundation.
Okay.
Somewhere like the scepter.
So yeah, you walk into the. It's a big warehouse, and there's some offices in the front, and there's people.
There's an automated forklift.
Yeah, automated forklift. It's really nice.
They're
They're bustling around.
These are really going to catch on someday.
Men carrying crates. There's an opening for trucks to come and pick up goods, and there's a man that's sort of got his nose down in a book, and he's writing in it, tallying stuff that's leaving the warehouse and shouting instructions.
I don't even know how to introduce ourselves. Hey, we stole this book from a guy that we killed.
How's your name on it?
That's your name.
Thankfully, he doesn't speak English.
We stole this ledger from a guy that we murdered.
Eulatius looks at you and asks, "Do you want me to translate that?"
No.
No.
I wonder if I can, being the curator of this museum, and with trading certain goods, maybe I can say I'm trying to track down an item that the museum accidentally sent. It was not supposed to go, and I'm trying to track it down. I have a
Your credentials and.
of course, my library card.
Okay.
Huh.
So, so Eulatia introduces you and says you're with the Museum of, was it Natural History?
Yeah, Natural History Museum
in
London.
In London. The guy seems busy, but he says, "Yeah, I'll double check." He looks through the ledger and says, "I'm sorry, it doesn't look like there's been any shipments recently from your establishment. Is there anything else I can help you with?"
Do we want to ask if he's heard of Gaffigan lately? He seemed to have gone missing. We're supposed to meet him here or something randomly?
Something about Gavigan, I guess, or we're
Gavigan?
working
When you killed?
closely with the Pennyview Foundation.
Yeah.
They were going to ship some stuff to the Natural History Museum. Do you happen to know what happened to any of these items?
To the History Museum in London.
From
The
Penny
Foundation.
Wait,
They were the
from
Pennyview,
Egypt to the Penhew Foundation? Or?
and then yes,
Yeah.
because we're working with the Pennyview Foundation, so they were going to hold on to the items for us for a while.
Right, they said, well, the Clive Expedition's been sending a few things every now and then, but there's a list of authorized contacts, and I don't really recognize any of you. He says, perhaps are you
You
working
may be
with
looking
the
around
museum
for
here
us
in
this weekend.
Egypt as
What?
well?
You need to be looking for
Or
ways
Well,
to
just-
on
again.
sabbatical.
I should. Okay, so
Yes, I am. I am. Yes.
So you're a representative of the museum here in Egypt.
I'm gonna.
Well, we have a partnership.
As they're talking, I just kind of casually start just
Pardon me.
looking around. Is there any other entrances besides that? Any other ways to get into the place?
Ryan and I were footseeing earlier too.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
My feet get cold, you know. They seek out comfort.
These socks I got in Birchbox.
These socks I got at REI.
Hey, Daniel,
Yep.
where's your bath?
There's
Right there.
one here.
I knew it was
The light's on the outside.
For some
The
reason.
vent's on the inside. Yeah.
Or you can just
Can't
pee in
figure
the
that out.
dark.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's what I do.
Don't
It
understand.
takes some practice.
This is just the cat litter box, too. So if you...
Plenty of opportunity.
It's not a cat litter box. Okay, so yeah, you were saying you have a partnership with them. Do you have fast talk, or do you want to roll fast
Yes.
talk or persuade?
Well, while he's getting that, looking around, are there multiple entrances, exits? I'm looking to see if that's just I can
There's
sneak in.
there's
and
a
find
couple
way
side
to
entrances. There's one sort of large door at the front, and then there's off the side of that is the office door.
Okay.
But yeah, there's
So
one or two.
How many
There's-
people are in and looking around and paying attention?
There's
to us?
about 20 to 30 people working there, all shuffling things around. And
Okay. So it might be a night job.
It's gonna be a night job.
Woo! Yep, fast talk just one. Just barely.
Just by one?
Just by
Go
one.
ahead and check that. Put a check mark by that
Okay.
skill. You can improve that at the end.
Okay.
So he says, "Well, if you're interested, we've got a shipment here that's supposed to go over to the museum. If you wouldn't mind taking it, you could save me a trip. We're pretty busy here."
That'd be lovely, yeah.
Okay, so he hands you a small crate.
Plus one crate.
This one crate. We've got a crate. It's about this big.
You hold it over your head.
He's all right.
Yeah.
So,
You wouldn't happen to have the packing slip for that crate, would you?
yes. Oh, do you want me to?
Yes. I want
We want a prop.
a prop, darn it.
See, on the right.
And important.
GM
Throw it
level
away.
-1.
That just means the box is useless. Just throw it away.
One scroll.
Ooh, scroll.
One scroll of mysterious origin.
Did you put
Said-
something in your endless pockets? I heard these Zelda songs.
Oh yeah.
We did.
It's currently in hammer space as we speak.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys. Hey,
Hey.
listen.
Hey, listen. Hey. Hey, listen.
You need to be high pitched.
Hey, listen.
Oh,
Your packing slip.
Thank you.
there you go.
Oh, hello. Two stone scarabs to the Egyptian Museum.
They belong in my pockets.
The thing is, you're probably going to actually deliver to the museum.
They belong in the museum.
It's like her creed.
That would be funny if he just steals them. After all the...
They belong in the
They
museum.
belong in my museum.
I've never been in this position before.
I don't know what to do.
It's adrenaline.
Crisis of conscience.
Oh,
Oh,
there was a shipment to the Penhu Foundation. Several boxes. But the letter of origin was missing. Would you happen to know where they came from?
He says it'd be hard to find without the ship memo,
Wow.
or without the order number. And his,
Oh.
da-da-da.
This would be an order number. One was lot number 3372.
Well, that's very precise. He says you wouldn't happen to have a date on it, would you?
709.
Okay. So he looks in, and what was it?
That would be anything. That was lot number 3372.
Lot number
Hearts.
3372. What was that?
Hearts.
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 We're hoping that they're actually human hearts.
Yes.
Just still beating.
The heart of a mummy.
There was also.
I was 2 seconds too late. I was like this, ready to start.
He says, yes, that looks like that was just the description that was given to us. He's translating through you later.
Yes, we were. They were trying
that is an odd description.
Yes, but
Parts.
we're trying to find where it was from so we can put it in the description box.
Did you hear that? I feel
So-
like your guys are starting to chant.
We like to put who found it. So you who found it?
Who found the heart?
Yes, if you or where it originated from.
Yeah, he said he didn't know.
He looks and he says it was sent from.
You know.
It looks like one Faraz Najir.
Ooh,
Well, we're gonna go. Yeah, Faraj. That makes sense. He sends a lot of our antiquities out. All right. Good.
We know what name to put on it.
Good. One more building to not burn down. Yet.
Yeah.
We may not be the cult of the Black Pharaoh, but we're going to show some.
I do like this Blue Oyster cult.
Joining the blue hole.
I'm making my own cult. A cult where we kill the other cult.
We'll also
I'm making a better cult.
You're like Dexter. That's what you are right now. You are Dexter.
We only sacrifice other cultists. So it's okay.
Or like Futurama. I'm going to make a new moon. A better moon with hooker's blow.
That's right.
Make a new cult. A better cult.
Oh, the Shmees show up in every
Every
bookend of
everywhere.
history.
A double take on that picture.
They're like the Templars from Assassin's Creed.
Started out in future Seattle and now in 1920s Egypt. Oh,
If I were to check the other ones against his records, he'd say the same thing. You
he
think?
would say a similar. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, or other.
James Dean.
you might actually see Omar Shakti show up
Oh, okay.
once on there.
Once on there.
So we don't have to go through all
The
of it.
Egyptian Museum. There's ledgers from the museum to the Ben Hu Foundation.
So being able to transfer this package I have is a legitimate in to get into the museum.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
We had a scroll in this package. I don't remember that.
I'm sorry, scroll?
There is a scroll, but it's a blank piece of paper that's been
The Necronomicon?
It says hold hand over chest. Repeat Kalima near 3 stones.
Oh crap! I don't know how to put it back.
I'm going to have to drop you into a pit of lava now. No choice.
I don't know.
Control Z.
I'm so sorry.
I used to Kalima backwards. I'm in the gun. Jam it back.
You gave me your heart.
Wow, it is actually shaped like a heart.
weird. You thank me anyway. You're gonna die like today. Look at that clog.
We can fix this, actually.
Give me that pencil.
When's the last time you go for it?
Oh, it's the lead pipe.
So you now have a crate.
And a heart.
You don't have the
You don't have a heart.
You wouldn't actually steal anyone's heart.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh, I've stolen some hearts in this game.
That's probably true.
Alright, so should we go see our now dead friend and his mom's attached to his house?
It is burned down moss.
He's only.
Where you guys are headed?
I think we should go see our dead friend. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just so dead right now. I just want
There
you
was
to
ever
Up to a pile of rubble and ash. And you realize, oh, this is his old shop.
Hey, left. We left that necklace here.
Toss it back.
So, yeah, you walk up. He's actually sitting in on the patio of a small cafe.
He's not dead
He's not dead. He's sipping some mint tea,
yet.
waiting for you guys. And he,
He's waiting for us.
And I come from Japan, not wearing a red shirt.
so he hurriedly sort of flags you down and says, "Yes, come this way.
Against all law.
We'll step into the mosque."
Never tell me the odds.
So he goes in. He takes off his shoes and heads into a corridor.
Okay. Point of contention. In a mosque, they actually segregate men and women.
Yeah.
I went to a mosque, so that's where you're going. Okay, carry on. So, Jacques, this is on you, man.
This should be exciting.
And I found out later. Do you mind if I pay
when
the
he walks
accordion?
in, what do you guys do?
Hang out. Take off our
Contemplate
shoes.
I'm really contemplating going in there anyway.
I just got welcome to the Amazon baby registry. What Shannon's doing.
Oh, I thought you meant in the mosque. What?
Weird.
I'm really,
American baby registry.
yeah, exactly. I'm really confused.
Amazon and advertising in the 1920s?
Wow, they really went all out on that.
They
really were the cutting
they can only
edge.
send their advertising into the past.
They have a time machine before us.
We're
Sending the
preparing.
drones.
That's our new advertising scheme, time travel. We only can transfer back messages.
We're preparing the previous generations to buy currently.
Okay, so he walks into the mosque.
Okay.
He slips off his shoes and walks in.
Okay. Take off my shoes and walk in as well.
Just you?
I mean, they're
Well-
coming down. They didn't go directly to the same spot than as I do.
Yeah, we can't go in.
I can't remember.
We can go in the mosque. We just can't. They're just going to segregate us. Like, we can't hang out with the dudes.
Should we go hang out with the ladies?
Absolutely.
Look confused.
Is that really a question?
I don't know what I'm
So-
doing, but this is very exciting.
Splitting the party is...
Awesome.
It's just a French
So
finish.
just
necessary.
I'll write a new character. I've gotten used to it.
you guys start to separate, and for us, what are you doing? We're just going in a side.
Oh, thank
No, I
God.
thought we weren't allowed to.
I thought,
I'm sorry, we're not Muslim. We didn't know.
Under normal circumstances, yes, they would segregate you, but because all of you are women, it's just going to be easier. We're going to forego that whole point. I'm sorry to anyone listening.
It's just a
We're not segregating you in the mosque.
But we were supposed to, technically.
Technically, yes. The book recommended that I have you guys get sort of shoot out by members of the mosque. Or the women separated. The problem is all of you except for one of you are women. It's just going to be easier this way.
It's just that's the way to die.
How about we're still in the courtyard? We haven't actually reached inside the mosque.
He's insistent on going into a side room.
Okay.
Okay.
So he,
Hand on the gun in the purse.
He's teaching the women's
all of you
studies
took off
class.
your shoes.
To a bunch of Western.
I took him off, but I took him with me.
So he leads you into a side room. It's enclosed sort of at the heart of the mosque.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of course it is.
The
Fuck.
I don't know how it's a side room if it's in the heart.
Yeah, well, it's built funny.
It's actually a side basement.
Well, there's a center room, and then there's a
Your
room.
heart isn't in your gut, is it?
No.
He's got you there.
Yeah. You've got me there, Daniel. Carry on. So side room in the center of the mosque.
It's in the heart of the mosque.
Uh-huh.
So that's what this crate was for.
Underneath.
Sort of up and to the left. All right.
Up to the left of the mosque.
Anywho, so he takes you to this room and says, "Okay, what do you need to know? What? I'll tell you what I can, but I need to know what you're."
Are there a fair amount of other people kind of coming and going in the mosque?
Or are we alone with him, or are there, people around?
Like, how busy is the mosque this time? Does it just have to call to pray? Are they, people
Just
bustling?
after that, I mean, there's people there, but you're in a pretty secluded area.
Okay.
It's like a private room.
Alright.
Okay.
I would just like to listen.
Okay. He says,
Well, I failed by one, so
It's a new.
No, you don't need to hear
no,
everything.
no. We just kind of want to, maintain. There's
he's
Still
pretty willing to
commotion.
talk. I mean, if you'll listen, he'll talk about some of his.
We're pretty much here at the behest of Jackson Elias, right?
Yeah.
Jackson Elias.
Yeah.
Okay, he says, yeah, Jackson Elias was one of my clients. Unfortunately, I don't know much other than what he was inquiring about the Carlisle expedition was primarily what he was after, and I can give you the information I have on that.
What about lot 3373? Hearts.
At one point, I sold some mummy hearts.
Oh.
Okay. Who did
So
you
they
sell
actually
them
were
to?
human
I'm
hearts.
not proud of that. There were buyers, and I had them.
You had them.
Dehydrated hearts.
I don't keep my best goods in my
So it's
shop.
like a jar of
And
hearts?
I've noticed.
I'm capable of obtaining things. At least I was. I'm far more cautious now. I do believe my shop was burned by, if not the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh, then some other
The
entity.
Blue
We're
Oyster
pretty
Cult.
sure it was
Some other entity that is capable of calling down the type of demons that did this to me.
Demon?
Demons, you say?
Are you
What type
familiar
of
with Egyptian scepters?
Yes.
Yes.
To an extent, I do. Is there anything in particular you're talking about?
Well, I happen to have one.
Where did you get this scepter?
I can't even remember anymore.
Is this like?
Is
Was
that-
this from the? Was this
okay.
from the?
Is this an Egyptian
house.
scepter or did the Juju?
It was
house
from the
scepter?
Juju house. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not Egyptian.
He will not know about that.
Mm.
He'll say yes, it's nice.
Can I have it?
Does anybody have anthropology?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, I have some.
Will you
I got
actually tell me
51.
about my ceremonial daggers? I got those from a crate at the Pinhu Foundation.
You can show him. He says
He wanted to grab
he doesn't know. He can't tell you anything specific about it other than he could fetch a fair price for it. It's unlike anything he's seen before. And he's never come across anything like that before.
Excellent. It's good for stabbing.
So are you rolling
Definitely
anthropology or?
I could
Go
roll
ahead, yeah, if you want to roll anthropology on the staff, on the scepter,
I failed.
okay,
Oh, am I doing it too?
you can.
All right, sweet action.
You probably already
I
did this
passed,
earlier
actually.
on, but I'll let it.
I passed. Yeah, I got 48 out of 51.
It's made of a type of wood that is hereby unknown by any scientist on Earth.
Whoa, how'd you figure that out?
Lizard wood.
Lizard wood.
That's right. Lizard wood.
Is it related to the alien bowl that we had in our possession at one point?
At one point, yeah, got stolen.
It did though. It did though.
Tentacle wood.
Tentacle wood.
Put that
All right. So, I guess you mentioned something about demons burning down your shop. Is that something we need to worry about? Did you see them, or
He says, I do not wish to ever cross the cult of the Black Pharaoh again.
how did you
They are
cross them?
dangerous.
How did you cross them to begin with?
I sold something that I shouldn't have.
What did you sell?
A number of items.
And who
It's
to?
not very descriptive.
Who did you sell them to?
I stole a number of things. A bust, in particular, was one thing that I stole. Various amounts of statues that I sold to the Penhu Foundation and other people. In particular,
to look like this.
there were particular items that I sold to a Warren Bassart, who is a French dealer. He buys things for people. In particular, he was an agent of Roger Carlyle's. Not Roger? Roger Carlyle?
Yes.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger.
Rickard.
Richard Carlyle. Which brings me to Roger Carlyle. He sought information about the reign of the Black Pharaoh. It was a reign that was supposed to have ended by Sneferu, the first pharaoh of the 4th dynasty.
Snuffed out this.
Puns brought to you by Cameron Parlow.
We apologize to all of humanity for that one.
For the record, I don't apologize.
Cameron shows no remorse. All right, so you say it was supposed to have been snuffed out by Sneferu. Did it?
So, is this
can't take that serious.
supposedly snuffed out by Snufferoo?
Supposedly snuffed out, but not
It was simply
actually.
snuffed out by Sneferu.
This is just getting
The
Supposed.
Black Pharaoh's reign is supposed
Oh.
to have been ended by Sneferu, the first pharaoh of the 4th dynasty. Again, this is just legend. This is what the cult bases some of their information on. My real dealings with the Black Pharaoh, the cult of the Black Pharaoh, began when Warren Bessart was hired by Roger Carlyle to purchase some artifacts from him.
You're an obtainer of antiquities. Can you obtain any histories of the Black Pharaoh, called the Black Pharaoh, for us?
As I said before, I no longer deal with anything related to the Black Pharaoh if I can help it.
Well, they're dealing with you.
Because he's dealt with them.
Dealt with it, so.
They've dealt with me, and if I stay out of their path, maybe they'll stay out of mine.
Do you know anything about an Omar Shakti?
Shark Teeth?
Omar
Shakti.
Omar Shakti. I know the name. He's a businessman, and he's a very powerful man. One that I would not wish to cross.
That
Someone
sounds
wants to
like
roll
right up
psychology.
our alley.
Cross.
Again?
I'm all about it. Psychology. Fail.
He doesn't want to cross them.
Doesn't want to cross them. All right.
He
Is
would. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Warren Bessart, is he here?
Warren Bessart resides in Egypt.
And pyramids for the 3rd dynasty, what are those?
For 400, Alex.
Please, Alex.
Deshur.
Sure.
Double check on that, but yeah.
You once
Sure.
acquired
Unfortunately,
a
I'm not a
statue.
historian.
Sure? Yeah.
You once, for Jackson Olas, acquired a statue of Ra. Do you know why he wanted?
I
was
unfortunately I don't know why he was interested in that particular.
do you-
He was. His visit here was short lived, and his business with me was quick. But it was more. It seemed to be information that he was after about the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh.
If he was interested in a statue of Rod, where did you procure it from? That might be helpful to us.
It was from one of the dig sites.
Do you know
There's
these?
so many. Unfortunately, I can't recall. I don't often personally procure items from dig sites. I have other means that supply me.
It belongs in... Oh, sorry. It's the wrong person's quote. Belongs at my house.
Belongs on sale in August.
It belongs on my mantle.
He warned you. He says, "Don't cross the Brotherhood.
No, we've crossed that line.
What if
They are powerful forces."
what if we
What was the word?
hypothetically? What would you say if we had already crossed them and killed several?
Then
On multiple
you are as
continents.
good as dead.
On
I'm
multiple
glad it's only,
continents.
glad it's only hypothetical then. So
I gotta go.
That is wise, sir.
He-
Don't wear red for the rest of this.
His eyes kind of glaze over, and he keeps talking about the Brotherhood and how powerful they are. And he talks about the rumors that they're involved in the recent theft of a mummy from the Clive expedition.
Think of that one.
He's also heard that the Brotherhood wants to locate an item of some sort relating to the Queen Nitocris.
That the mummy was supposedly of.
Yeah, but he says there's something related to her that's hidden in the mosque of Ibn Tulun.
of course it is.
He doesn't know why the Brotherhood wants it so bad, other than that there's some sort of connection to the Queen. And yeah, they just warned you across.
So his eyes glaze over when he says it?
When he's not like he's in a trance or anything, but he's just kind of staring into space, and he's just rambling on about.
I thought he was like in a trance when he was saying.
No. And the rumors that he's heard, and just sort of the goings-ons that. Yeah.
Okay.
He says, other than that, my memory on the rest is a bit foggy.
See, we haven't had bankroll now, so what would it take to jog it a little bit?
Oh, I don't know.
$1.50?
2 shotgun shells?
Give him-
Point right.
Two shotguns.
Then the barrels.
2 shotgun shells.
Are you guys
And
pulling
just
your
barrel.
weapons in a mosque?
No.
I was trying to
Speaking of
fit in.
which, do you have your shotgun with you? You probably can't in the mosque.
No.
He just has 2 shotgun shells.
And a hammer.
He just
Come on.
Well, he was happy with 20 pounds last time. What if we give him another 20? I'll give you 20 pounds.
That's a lot of money.
Babe,
Is it-
they found.
10 pounds.
That's funny.
I'll
You
buy
can't
you
go
the surf
back.
and turf.
I'll take you to dinner TGI Fridays.
Take the sumas to go to the JJ Fries.
Does anyone want to do a spot hidden? I bet you'd all love to do a spot hidden.
Definitely. Spot that.
Okay.
Thoroughly.
Pass.
Everybody pass?
Did I pass?
I
Hold on.
passed.
You can check that off if you like.
Done. Can I
I
check it
did not pass.
I keep checking it over.
Again. I cannot spot hidden.
Yeah, I
things.
passed too.
We noticed
all
that he's wearing a
spotted
necklace.
Hmm.
Are you wearing?
Okay. Is it a sphere, please?
This one is a silver necklace, and there's a large opal in the center of it.
But it's not a sphere.
It's not.
So he is
sphere.
the
And
bridge.
it's kind of round, but it's got a large opal.
But it's not the same circular necklace that the other dudes have.
No.
Also not
People have
inverted.
necklaces over here. So,
Also, he
What
does,
does your necklace mean?
he sort of clutches at it and says it's a good luck charm
from what?
from evil.
I'm sure there's some sort of cultural, historical background behind it, though.
It's just a good luck charm that my mother gave me.
Did she explain why it was good luck?
She said that it would protect me from evil. We're a superstitious lot.
Very descriptive.
Was it your mother or
Give me that
your mummy?
Your mummy.
You're,
No, that's a legitimate question.
Actually, it is legitimate. Now that you mention it, given the nature of everything we know, the plot thickens.
Well,
I'm a traveler of time.
An archaeology roll.
Yeah, that he mummified his mom. I mean,
What, an
Roll
archaeology
archaeology.
roll? Maybe notice something?
Sure.
roll archaeology on that thing.
I pass.
From a distance.
You can't identify it with any particular time or culture.
It's out of time.
It's a time closet.
Shot of Dick Schmier.
It's a masked shmee.
There's nothing to do with time, Cameron.
There's something odd and
We
different
spent-
about this place.
We spent a good half of the campaign with him trying to figure out. I don't
Time
know.
closet.
Okay,
He was
no.
convinced. It was okay. I said that there was something odd about a closet, meaning that there was a trap door in the back that would lead to another room.
There's something you said specifically. There's something odd and different about this
Wait,
closet.
didn't we end the scenario on that? And then we came back
Yeah.
and you're like, we gotta find out what's up with this closet.
So he
And
was,
then half the campaign to find out that it just led to another room that you were already in.
But we didn't find that out until
Why
You
do you
found,
think?
you found the door from the other room. You went in the closet. I think I activated it.
Why did we think it was a time closet?
Because
Like, why was
I
that?
you
described
said
it
you
as
feel strange.
Yeah, you feel strange and there's something odd and different about this place.
it's definitely a time closet.
we've watched
But
too
why
much
did we?
sci-fi.
Why did we settle on time? Like that seems like a weird place to land. I feel like
Jump into modern day Cthulhu.
I think it happened like weird. How? Like is time passing slowly? or-
There was part of that too, because you waited there for a
long
while.
time.
And
For
so,
him to
yeah.
leave work. He's a workaholic. He's been over there a long time.
So it's kind of this. Yeah, time seemed to take longer, and it was odd.
Is that a fawn?
Oh, that post.
That's that.
Gosh, it's cold
What do
out
you
here.
see? Nothing. Lucy?
Do you like my?
Mr. Tumnus, no.
Do you like my new lion rug?
I got it from the queen.
Where do you think that priest in the juju house got his line from? He came back. They killed him, but he's back now.
It's okay.
On the third day, he rose.
It's fine.
Not before they skinned him.
It was a really awkward homecoming,
Anywho,
as we were saying.
Faraz Najir thanks you for the money, and he says, unfortunately, that's all the information I have.
Dang
You
it.
can roll psychology on him if you'd like.
Absolutely going to do this. And I'm going to fail again. Like I said. Psychology 1.
Ah, off by 2.
What the heck?
I actually put points in psychology,
Wow.
and it keeps not coming up.
I failed by 6. I couldn't even roll, actually.
I failed by 41.
Well, they only have
92.
So yeah, he says that's all I know.
That's
I
all.
don't believe you, but okay.
Alright.
By this time, it's. I mean, you've been there maybe an hour and a half. Hasn't been a ton of time.
So it's like 2:30.
Should we go track down Shakti, Omar?
Absolutely.
Well, I don't think he's in town. We'll have to pack up and head out.
He's about a 6-hour
Yeah.
train ride up the Nile.
Great.
Well, we had nothing else to do around here.
Do we not?
I thought there was that one guy, the agent guy.
Yeah, the Warren.
Oh, yeah.
Should we go? We're gonna go burn down that guy's house.
Okay, so to recap some of the things that you had mentioned, there's the Clive expedition, the Mosque of Ibn Tulun.
Is that in town?
None of those
Shakti,
things are nearby, though, right?
Omar Shakti and
Mosque. Not too.
and then Warren Desart were sort of the highlights of his.
Is the Mosque of Ibn Tulun in Cairo?
It's an excellent question.
I know. We might have to go look.
Debbie was talking to me on lunch, and I didn't have time to write down my notes.
Ruins everything.
Talking about her grandkids and how they like to play games too. She's nice. I like Debbie, but
You're like, I want
I
to
had to study. She asked me, "Are you studying for something?" Kind of.
In a manner of speaking.
I gotta figure out what the old
I
gods
told her
are.
it was like Indiana Jones because I didn't want to say it was some.
A cult.
Yeah.
That was probably
A
a good
nice
call.
missionary wife.
I'm studying the Black Pharaoh.
I'm starting the cult of the Black Pharaoh. It's okay, it's for a game.
It's cool.
We've only killed about 35 people.
Just
We got our giant black book and we're gonna go murder some children.
trying to figure out which cult to join. You know how many there are.
Infiltrate.
Have you ever seen that 600 Club video about how Dungeons and Dragons is like? Ours is exactly like
We're
that.
actually playing that.
Is it you mean 700 Club?
700 Club. Have you
No,
ever
I
seen
haven't.
that?
About how Dungeons and Dragons is of the
man.
devil?
Oh
We
my
got the
god.
coolest game,
It's the best game
Made
I've
me
ever
wanna play.
seen.
coolest rule book.
It's this guy in this hardcore satanic mask and this giant, awesome
He's a
rule
better
book.
GM than I am.
And every time the guys roll, they like move this giant piece around the board randomly, and because these things like
You must sacrifice your son. Or no,
you must
your little
sacrifice
brother.
you must sacrifice the little people.
He's like,
I'll
chasing his
do
brother.
anything to win. And all of a sudden, you look later on, there's like some weird, creepy guy leading his little brother into the woods. You're like,
That's a heck of a game.
You must have failed that.
Thank you, Pat Robertson.
You must have rolled like a 0.
Critical fail.
Odyssey. There was an Odyssey episode with
Was there?
Adventures in Odyssey
Oh,
where they were, someone got caught up in.
Probably
Gaming.
Eugene.
Oh, there was what's his name? The
I don't
bad,
remember.
like the bad Whitaker had his arcade, and Mr. Whitaker had to talk to him because
Well, no, I just
There was,
remember
like,
for the RPGs,
fortunes
pen and
and
papers.
stuff.
Yeah, it's pen and paper. There was one kid that was caught up in it. I remember that now.
And obviously it was of the devil because
Oh yeah, of
that's,
I like
That's
Adventures
our
in
subculture.
Odyssey.
I was way too old for Adventures Odyssey the first time I ever
Jungle
heard it.
Jam and Friends, the radio show.
Like
though.
so many
Loved
other
it.
things.
okay, so we
Like VeggieTales and
Yeah,
Unnamed.
How are you too old for VeggieTales? You're like 2 years older than us.
No, because
Fucking
I never saw
cassettes.
VeggieTales till I was in my 20s.
Oh.
Later.
I was too old for VeggieTales. The same thing with Adventures Odyssey. Didn't hear Adventures Odyssey until I was in my 20s.
Yes, the mosque
Okay,
is
back to the
in
game.
Cairo.
oh the mosque is in
The
Cairo.
mosque is in Cairo.
Oh, well.
Let's wait till nightfall and steal it.
Let's go case the joke.
Yeah.
Let's just barge right in without knowing anything.
Well, that would give us time.
Where is it?
Let's be fair.
We don't have any.
First, we get hooked up on the end of the
one
head.
rule.
There we go.
Oh, that's
I am so sorry I broke your rule, giant bat.
That's a funny video. It's very great. He breaks into the wrong interrogation room. And it's a
He's
birthday
interrogating the
clown.
wrong clown.
I had 2 beers and some cooking sherry. What is this from?
It's College Humor. They're a Batman video where they interrogate Batman interrogates the wrong clown. So it's like the interrogation scene from Dark Knight. All of Batman's dialogue is the same, except instead of beating up the Joker, he's beating up a random birthday clown that got drunk at a
The
birthday
guy's
party.
like sitting there with the clown nose and everything. He's sitting behind him, Batman goes just all
And he's like, "Ow, my head!" Then he does the thing where he goes, "Bam!" And he's like, "Who punches a hand?"
It was a good one.
That is great.
I love
Highly
the
recommend
Batman
it.
videos. Those are some of the best stuff.
Oh man, definitely check out Batman and the interrogation. Man. It was so good. That's my favorite one they did.
He like locked the door with the chair.
Yeah, like everything Batman does in that video is exactly the same as what he does in The Dark Knight. Like he locks the door with a chair. All his dialogue is identical. Only he's beating up the wrong clown, and it's amazing.
That's in there for like public intoxication.
Yeah, he's drunk and disorderly at a birthday party. Nice, and it's like
That's looking like a drink again.
he's like, I have one rule. I am so sorry I broke your rule, giant bat. All I had was 2 beers and some cooking sherry, which is, it's a fortified wine. He like throws him on the table. Where are they? Who? Who?
This interlude brought to you by Adam.
Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome. I'm all about it. I can't. I just couldn't pass the Batman
It
show.
was a good one.
So are we at?
We better hurry. Yeah, you're going to Portland in the morning, right?
Yep.
We're gonna make this a shorter session.
That's right.
Yeah.
Are they ever short with us?
We cannot. Actually, I thought we've been relatively on track comparatively. We haven't tried
Right
to
up
take
until
45
Batman.
minutes to
Well,
share boot or to buy booze.
We're about 3
We
hours
just
in.
didn't know where to go.
We've been playing for about 3 hours.
Do we need to? How do you?
We can go a
you-
little bit longer.
You sure?
That's fine. Yeah.
All right, what would you guys like to do next?
Let's go.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
kill them
let's
off.
go case out the
Let's
moss.
case the
Oh,
moss.
did you have?
I don't know if we should bring weapons.
Well, I'm not saying go in. I just want.
That's
to
not a question. We're bringing weapons.
Well, we're bringing weapons. Okay,
Just
so
so that they can
It's
say.
kind of like
I assume
You
they're
might
back
have
at the place we
difficulty
were
with the
staying.
shotgun, but yeah, your weapon will be at least. I mean, yeah. that'll be that.
Violent case or something?
We're the band.
Barrels of-
Tommy
We're the
gun?
We don't know how you guys do things here.
Oh yes, and then there's also the crate from the library.
Right.
So
Right.
you've got a few options available to you.
we should probably at least drop that crate off somewhere.
Yeah. Well, at least back at the place we're staying,
Yeah, and we can finally actually get a decent hotel if we want,
If we want.
if we want it.
or we
No
can
longer
pay them.
impose on
We
the.
got a good. Yeah, we
If
can
we
give him a
want.
little bit of a something.
We'll see if we have to repay them.
So, if we go to
Why
a,
is that weird?
You came in at a weird time.
Getting a little something, something, I see. Well,
That Ellie missed.
that really missed. I tell you what. Sleeps for an entire episode. Now she's.
Really came alive in Egypt. I think she finally found herself.
Walkabout really helped.
What are we doing?
So who's that's the
Alright,
question.
so we're
There's
going
the
back to
question.
the place. He's getting his shotgun. We're dropping off the crate. And
So-
then we're going to the moss.
okay.
Yeah,
So we're
At
not
least
getting
to
the
check it
hotel. We're,
Are we gonna look in the crate and read the stuff?
Absolutely.
I say we should like
Yes,
play
there are
around
two
with this.
stone scarabs, and then a scroll in this crate.
What's the scroll say?
So,
It's probably internet
all
language.
right.
Most likely going to be in Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Yes.
Can anyone read it?
Which that would
I've
be.
passed, I've passed 3 archaeology rolls so far.
Would that be an archaeology?
I don't know.
No.
No,
language?
it would be language.
It would be language.
I really thought about putting hieroglyphs on there, like Egyptian hieroglyphs, but then I didn't. I was like, Greek, Latin,
Can I rub the
Spanish.
scarabs together?
Yes.
And then they-
Well, if,
Then they
if you're allowed
activate,
to
and
open
we
the
all
crate.
are eating
We
alive.
open the crate,
Great.
taking a look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm ready.
Crowbar that thing like
All
a
right.
beast.
Like a what? Like a beast?
You rub the scarabs together.
Kalima. Here, I got an idea. Hold these 2 scarabs.
You hear a creeping. No. Nothing happens.
What are you doing? I'm just playing
What are
around.
you doing? Just nothing. I want to see which one's stronger.
Can you touch him to the statue?
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Can you rub the statue with him?
Yeah, I gotta rub him on the statue.
Yeah, you can rub on the statue.
Do they tingle out?
No, they don't tinkle. Your little statue?
Yeah.
Your statue that's Cthulhu, but you don't know that
Yeah.
because you failed your mythos roll.
Instead, I just hug it and
You're not sure what's going on.
It's like a drug.
Yeah, so
Alright.
Well, should we
Alright.
find someone who's
Box it up. And
museum or mosque?
Bless.
Or-
I vote mosque. Mosque.
Bless you.
Mosque seems more likely to lead to a firefight.
yeah.
we have a mosque. You guys think we're down?
No, because we're going to steal something, obviously.
We
You're
are?
gonna steal something?
Absolutely.
Whatever from the
Because the
bottom.
Black
of the
Pharaoh's looking for an
Yeah,
artifact.
whatever it is
there.
the Black Pharaoh's
Someone's
looking for. Is that what we're
Oh,
going
Why don't we
that's
just
right.
go walk
Wasn't
in there?
that the whole point of casing the place, so we could break in and steal whatever the Black Pharaoh's trying to get?
Oh,
Why don't we just
yeah.
go in there and say, hey, what's the black dirt thing?
Hey, Black Pharaoh!
Hey, you guys. I'm standing outside holding up my necklace. We want to kill these guys.
Calling you out!
The woman shouting from the direction.
We know you got it. We want it.
We're on Black Pharaoh, me and you. Now. I've come across the ocean to challenge you.
And your giant.
And by the ocean, I mean the Mediterranean,
Which is the sea.
which is more of a...
Oh, this is a bad idea. I should have written something down. Okay, so you're going to the mosque.
going out there, just looking around.
One
at
mosque to
entrances.
Yeah, man.
Entrances to a next.
So, what is it we're even looking for here? What is it the Black Pharaoh wants at this mosque?
We don't know.
We just know they were looking
Just
for
something.
an artifact here.
They were
Okay.
looking for an artifact buried at the mosque.
So it's entirely possible that the Black Pharaoh isn't here yet, but they might be. So we don't necessarily want to shoot
So
him.
you are going to have to hire a car or get a taxi cab or something to get there.
You can get a cabbie.
Alright, you get a cabbie. And I guess you guys have money to pay for it now.
Ah.
Yay.
So that's
Give
fine.
me a rickshaw.
Thanks, Harriet. You continue to give even in your absence.
It is sort of on the edge of sort of the crowded city. So, I mean, less than a kilometer away, which I know because it says so in the book, otherwise I wouldn't say kilometer. That's where sort of like the desert starts. The desert begins.
Can I just stare out into the desert?
All right.
Yep. What Olivia knows about this, because she's sort of,
In the know.
in the know. It's the oldest complete mosque in the city of Cairo. It's less ornate than many of the later holy places in the city.
Wow.
Yep.
That's ornate.
So it's an ugly mosque?
Someone
It's not
explained it.
ugly, but it's not like.
So it's 1970s square cement.
Mm-hmm. It's nice. Not 1970s. But
From the future.
Maybe
it's a time
1870s.
mosque. For sure, trust me.
Something feels different about this one.
Something
odd
about
about
this boss. It must be a
Odd
time.
and different about it.
It's
It feels like you're
We're
waiting
working
here
out
for
in there,
forever.
right?
It's a gold carpet, and then it's red curtains.
Look at that shag carpet.
Golden shag carpet.
It's bigger on the inside.
This
Just
is
need
a
to get
sign.
it up to
This is
88 miles
wobbly,
per hour.
kinda whiny.
There's a sign on it that says, keep it groovy.
No, it's groove. It's French or something else. I don't know what it is.
Cool, so,
So you guys show up. There's a bunch of scholars sort of walking around the outskirts of it. And again, I'm supposed to segregate you and not let you in because you're women.
Well, Jacques the thief. Let him case the place.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll go
Get
in
there.
and take
I'm sure
Okay.
nothing wrong,
Yeah.
nothing bad will happen.
Yeah,
to him.
because we're just gonna split the party.
He's good at hiding.
All right,
That's
so
what
I guess we're just gonna split the party.
No, we're fine. He's just going.
All right.
the party's fine.
So you,
Just go inside. Take off the shoes.
Start
But
doing more.
Well, what time of day
puzzling
is it now?
things.
It's like 3 or 4.
yeah,
It
it's
is in
about
the
3
afternoon.
o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
just kind of looking around, trying to look like, because obviously I'm not going to be able to pull off that
You're devout.
that I'm devout, but maybe that I'm just a tourist who thinks this is like a beautiful, interesting building, and so it's that whole. I'm trying to be respectful and stay out of the way, but just
I
kinda
love
looking
how
around.
plain this mosque is.
It's so much less ornate than the others.
It's so drab
An
in
excellent.
the most fabulous fashion.
You know,
I love what
so
you've done with the
start
place.
looking
I
around.
love what you haven't done with the
Is
place.
there any other entrances? I mean, how big is this place is from where I've entered in? I mean, you know, do I see anything out of? No, especially compared to the last place we were in. Was it? Is this a vastly different construction?
It's not as intricate.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's sort of a main courtyard and there's rooms on the edges of
So there's
everything.
still a side room.
It's not like there's spacing.
There's still a side room in the heart of the mosque.
Right. No side room at the heart of the mosque.
Oh, it's definitely
Just
not as cool as the
rooms.
old mosque then.
Yeah, I mean there's
You don't have it figured out.
there's a courtyard and then there's rooms all along the edges. Looks like
Okay.
there's people studying different texts and
Okay, looking around for
Your safe word is kill it with fire. I'll know what it means. Yell it really loud.
Doesn't mean
Smoke a
Molotov.
monster.
Yeah. Looking at the different rooms and entrances, do some of these look like unused? Like, I mean, is there something where people are going in and out of a lot versus some that aren't being...
there's some rooms that
Interact
have
all.
different books in it and scrolls where there's people that are
Right.
there's about 30 people in the mosque and it's
Okay.
not. And they're going into different
But,
rooms.
like,
Some rooms are
any
set
of
up.
them look like locked and like we're being barred from going in there? Or...
Armed guard standing. trial.
Not necessarily. If you
They do not enter.
roll a spot hidden.
My favorite check.
All right, pass.
Okay, you see that there is one man kind of standing in front of a door.
Okay.
That's
Towards the opposite
and
end, towards
whereas
more
some
towards the
people
entrance?
are bustling around. It's sort of at the opposite end of the courtyard.
Okay. I just kind of just looking around, looking, well, don't walk up to him, but just kind of more towards that end. Is he actually even looking towards my direction, or is he just not caring?
From what you can tell, he doesn't care, but he's keeping an eye on you. But
Right, but he's not. Okay, so he is.
With fire. Remember, that's the safe word.
It means throw a Molotov.
From where I'm at, do I
Why not
see
make
any
it
other
rain?
entrances or entrance exits, or is it just the front?
just the front.
Just the front. Okay. So I'm just looking around, kind of.
So someone's one of the teachers there walks up, big beard, and he asks,
Imam.
"Is there anything? Hello, is there something I can help you with?" He speaks fairly good English.
Okay. Oh, pardon me. I just thought this was such an interesting building out of character. I just had to take a look. I don't want to disturb anything. If I am in the way, I beg your pardon.
He said, "Oh no, we're more than welcome to, answer any questions you might have."
How old is this place? It looks very different than many of the other buildings I've seen around here.
Well, let's see. This is an excellent question. He tells you it's very old.
It is old.
It was built in 1537 by Jim Nance.
Is there any special significance? Like I said, I was just kind of amazed when going through the city, seeing just a different architecture.
You have such a beautiful accent.
Well, thank you.
Look good.
He says this is where the great prophet first taught.
Oh,
So yes, that is our
very.
historical significance.
Whoa.
Oh, well, that is
That's
very
good.
What prophet do you
impressive.
speak?
That's a good question.
Jim Nance, we went over this.
To all of our Muslim listeners, we're going to,
I am amazed. I thought that he first taught somewhere in Saudi Arabia, not in Egypt.
No.
No. Oh. Take that, Frenchie.
I beg your pardon then, sir. I admit this is not
Of course.
the most knowledge I have.
Of course, of course.
Subjects. So,
Artifacts.
yeah, it's is this just a school of learning, or is this a place where other
It's a school of learning. It's a place of prayer and worship, and it's a refuge.
Is it? I beg to, if I sound in any way impertinent, but is this a place where you keep your holiest of artifacts, or would you even do that sort of thing? I mean, you say this is a great place where the prophet first taught the people. I'm amazed, I guess, that I thought there would be a little more grandeur in the place around us. I apologize.
Oh no, we do not take stock in earthly possessions or flamboyance, but we have been known to keep artifacts if necessary.
May I ask, what would you, in a place of learning, care so much about? I mean, aren't the books and scrolls here your greatest possessions?
He talks about books and scrolls of significant historical significance that he kept there for short periods of time throughout history before passing it on to museums or other mosques.
Were they by the
Different relics too, throughout time.
Okay, so, and just nothing general stands out from what we've heard from other...
Right. Go ahead and roll luck.
Roll luck, okay.
happening to move the artifact around?
Terrible timing.
I was like, oh, forgot about that.
Someone's walking out. He's like,
What is that?
that's nothing. That's nothing.
It's a book.
It's a trifle.
It's a tourist trinket, nothing more.
Alright, and I pass.
What did you roll?
I rolled 49 out of 75. Well, yeah, he's a thief. He's better to be lucky than good. That's his motto. So, 49 out of 75.
Okay.
I was going to make a Skyrim joke, but I wasn't sure.
I go, well, thank you for the time. I do not wish to delay you from your studies any further. I appreciate the beautiful place, I must say. And then just...
Oh, thank you.
Kind of just walk away. No, they're like, start counting steps, 50 to the door. The door from here is 10, sort of thing. Doing all that, and then I go get my shoes on and clean up and say, they got artifacts.
They got something.
And there's a guarded door that's on the other end of the courtyard and slightly to the right, I think we said.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Sure, why
Sounds
not?
great.
Obviously important.
So, sounds like they mostly have, they mostly have books and scrolls, other things at times, but mostly knowledge. And considering what Jackson and all these people have been searching for something specific, it's not surprising that they might have a book or scroll here. So,
Pepe, why don't you give me
Pepe would be.
an idea roll?
Who is Pepe?
and I just
Philippe?
barely make. Oh, Philippe or Jacques?
Mimi?
Jacques.
Jacques.
Sorry.
And, Pepe. I mean, I figured it had to be the French guy. I should have been Pepe. Oh, yes, I've got black hair with a white mark like this.
Rufio.
I've been Rufio. Alright,
Roof.
yeah, I make it. Barely, but make it.
Okay. These guys are probably on the same general side as you.
Okay. Well, yeah, they certainly seem much nicer than most of the others we've dealt with, and willing and not very suspicious.
Oh, yeah. I just wonder
So in other
if
words,
they're wearing any amulets with that little gemstone.
With an oval or a circular
You have
sphere.
ovals around your neck.
which means that if we're really smart, we stake this place out, and then we rob the not the actual mosque, but we'll
Rob
Rob-
the cult of the
Rob-
blind.
rob
The people?
Rob the
Yes,
robbers.
rob the robbers.
Let them do the legwork. Let them do the heavy lifting.
That's right.
They'll
So
get
should
our
we
hands.
lie in wait and then murder people as they steal things?
I like killing cultists.
Well,
I do need a few more
Elisha
hogs.
hears this idea and says, if that's your plan, I don't want to help with that particular portion.
That's fair.
Hey, we saved you from these guys. Without us, you'd be dead.
Now we just need you to murder some of
So
them
now
for
we need
us.
some live bait.
How would you like to go back in your cell?
How about you go dress a dragon, do the hula? Wow.
Lion King.
Thank you.
Everything I know about agriculture I learned from Aladdin. It's totally 100% accurate.
Alright, great. Go get a magic carpet and be out of here. Yeah, so anything else with the mosque? You were not in there for very long.
No, I thought it'd be.
What did we see on the outside? The scholars
Nothing in
walking
particular.
by.
It's
The building.
it's a building. The walls are high.
I mean, at night we could probably get in.
There's like one main entrance.
Only one door of note because it was guarded.
Well, our best, we can see if we can find Warren Bassart, or we can lie in wait here.
Why don't we just run in there and open the door?
We could dress a disguise. Pretend to be them.
But it's not our thing.
It belongs to the museum.
It belongs to the museum!
It belongs in a mosque.
I don't think that is what he means. She means when she says that. If it's already in their possession, then we're stealing it.
It belongs in my possession.
It belongs in my museum. Sorry, I didn't clarify before. I don't know what we want to do, guys.
You know, if they seem to be on the same side as us, if they seem like, you know, they're nice guys, we could just, you know, tell them that the cult of the Black Pharaoh might be after whatever they've got here.
Well, they probably know the cult of the Black
It's
Pharaoh.
true, we could just give them some information and see what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, we can still steal stuff from them if they don't like us.
We can always
Well,
we can
plan
result
B,
in
guys.
thievery.
Plan B,
right.
lock and load.
Well, these guys are jerks.
They said no.
Nobody
tells
says
me
no to me.
Nobody says no to Shmee.
Get out your torches and guns, everybody.
Shmee.
Keep on your recording.
You're the bard.
Tumbleweed goes by.
Are there tumbleweeds in this area? I don't think there are.
Sure there
I mean, I
are.
know it's a desert, but
You see a cowboy,
She
you
probably
get a
brings it along
rawhide.
for dramatic effect.
Put it down.
She always brings the tumbleweed along for dramatic effect.
This is this ball
It's
of
like a-
camel hair.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I don't know. What are we
You
doing?
guys
we're
are
going-
standing outside the mosque, and there is, you know, one or two people. What's going on out
We
there?
go in.
We go, yeah.
We go in. We tell
We go in?
We all go in.
Yes.
They tell you to take off your shoes.
Yeah. We're going to
All right.
Japan.
You least.
Hey, tell the guy the thing.
Okay. So, we, you know, look around for the guy I was talking to and say, I should say that we have reason to believe that the cult, the Black Pharaohs, is going to steal something from you. I was looking around to see if this was something that
Steal it first.
if they had already infiltrated this location. But honestly, I don't believe they have.
Elisha translates your message because this particular fellow that you walk up to does not speak English. You know what she's?
Is that what you were
I
thought
thought
that
it
was that he was
the
talking to
same
him
guy.
before.
Scholar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Roll a persuade then.
Prefer fast talk.
Should I unbutton my blouse a little bit?
Probably would
Yeah.
be a bad idea.
In a mosque now, man.
Oh, and I just make it.
50.
We're here to warn. We're here to warn you that they are after something.
We're here to steal your stuff first.
He says, just a moment. And he goes over and gets an older gentleman by the name of Ahmed Zahavi, and he introduces you. Ahmed does not speak any English. Elisha sort of talks to him and says, you know, they're talking back and forth. He says he's very busy. What information do you have? You know, he seems not super concerned.
The Curse of the Black Pharaoh wants to rob an artifact from you shortly. And they've been burning down local
Was it about the queen?
distributors who refuse to do it, or Queen
Nado.
Anonymous.
Queen
Gymnast.
Got a new queen, what?
So
training
upon
Nidda Queen?
speaking Nidda name and mentioning the Black Pharaoh, he kind of all of a sudden has some time for you.
Oh,
And he says...
just gotta jot the right name. It's like a club.
So he leads you into the room where there was the person that you assume was standing guard. Actually leads to a separate room kind of just outside the mosque on the backside.
In the heart of the mosque.
The backside. The heart of the mosque.
Backside.
Backside of the mosque.
Back where the heart is.
There's a heart on your back.
Back of the rib cage of the mosque.
As I was saying,
Essential exterior.
it was sort of an
spine of the
appendage of the mosque, like a heart.
Appendage like a heart. Heart is my favorite appendage.
Just wibble and wobbling all over the place.
Okay, so he takes you
Swapping
into
it
this
back.
separate room and he says, "What?" All of a sudden, he starts speaking English. to
No.
you.
Oh,
He's a
fair
liar.
Yeah.
And a fiend.
He says, and he begins to tell you there's been recent attempts to break in and steal this. He doesn't mention what it is, but a particular artifact from our mosque, and we've been able to thwart it. We appreciate your concern. Do you have any other information that might be pertinent? He says he appreciates your warning them, but they're well aware that this is, people are after this.
It seems like it still may be to deal with the who are the missing people again?
Carlisle?
Carlisle
Carlisle's
expedition seemed to rile these people up, and then what's his face?
Clive?
William Bissett or whatever
Bessart.
seems to be in charge of acquiring stuff for them, and I wonder if he's still trying to acquire stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We have nothing really
He says-
to offer. We're just know that.
Do you have why don't you roll persuade?
I will roll
See
persuade.
if you can get him to give any.
I will roll persuade, but not because you asked. Oh, 25 out of 50. We're good.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, good rolls.
All right.
Not until they're just now finally starting to roll my way.
Shots had
So-
pretty good ones.
The information you've given him is sufficient enough to convince him that you have good intentions and that you're on his side. And he says that what you're referring to is the girdle of Nitocris, which is what we're guarding.
The girdle.
I'm sorry.
It's one of three elements of a resurrection spell that's necessary to bring the evil queen back from the dead.
Wait, so
As long as we have it.
is she the pharaoh?
But she's
Black
queen.
Pharaoh.
No. Queen Nitocris
Did she marry the Black Pharaoh?
was supposed to be in league with the Black Pharaoh.
Okay.
An evil and powerful.
Then why don't we just burn the living crap out of this girdle and it'll be gone for good?
He says, we've tried. We've tried many different ways to destroy it, and thus far have been unsuccessful.
Have you
Have you tried wearing it?
Have you tried tossing it into a volcano? Yes.
Tavandu, have you gone
Have you
there?
tried sure we can rustle up some sacrificial hobbits somewhere. We'll toss it into a volcano and
Golden Eagles.
Be a whole different movie.
Find the golden eagle.
It's my burden to wear.
No, Sam.
The girdle of power.
A couple of cross-dressing hobbits have
It's finally
They're
going
going
to
through
come out
Mordor dressed as hookers trying to sneak in.
no, I don't know that it would be that different a movie.
It'd be just as difficult.
Don't you leave him Samwise Gamgee. I don't mean to.
At the end of the movie.
I can't wear the girdle, but I can hold the man who wears the girdle.
I can take care of you.
Anywho, it's a girdle. And he says, yes, we've tried just about everything we can think of to destroy it, which
But no volcanoes.
would potentially, if we were capable of destroying it, they'd have no reason to seal it.
Have you thought of
He's
moving
confident
it?
that they can protect it where it's at, but
You thought of moving it to a different location that they just don't know about? Like, do you guys have other contacts? To
that would be far more dangerous to move the girdle. As it stands now, it is safe.
Have you ever thought about telling the Black Pharaohs it was stolen? You could report that it was stolen, and then that these certain people stole it. Sure, they might get killed, but whatever.
Yeah. Do you want us to break in tonight and pretend that we have stolen it?
He says, that is not something that I wish to happen.
But actually steal it.
It's actually good. We were just too
They
good.
sure did pretend well.
We pretended right away with it.
They're sure good at pretending. This is some great make-believe, you guys.
I just pretend.
It's like I was there.
We're trying to take that off.
I am Queen Nicky. I am Queen Nicky.
I am not Regina Sweeney.
Quit messing around.
Regina Shmi is actually the reincarnation.
She already is. Where's
My girl.
fits perfectly.
levitating.
That is my girdle to wear.
Wait a second, the tag says Regina Sweeney.
Pretty young.
Love, Dick.
From the nether realms.
Or the nether realm.
Dear sister.
I thought you'd look sporting in this.
So I appreciate your concern, and if you can, yeah, he says, thank you, but we've got this under control. If you come up with any way that you can think of that we might be able to potentially harm something of such magical...
Try and stab it with the silver daggers.
I can stab it with a silver dagger.
You show them the dagger?
Sure. We found these.
His eyes get a little wide and say... He asks if he can see it.
Are you going to steal it?
He says, no, I won't steal it. You can roll a psychology roll if you'd like.
I only have 5. No, I have no idea.
He's running away.
All right.
Okay, so he looks at it, and as his hand touches yours, he goes, oh. You're still kind of feeling the effects of touching the statue earlier in the day, too.
A lot.
You think of.
The buzz is still on. So yeah.
So he looks at it and says, well, that is interesting. He says, I don't know if it... He says, do you know, where did you get the daggers? What are they?
So the Carlisle expedition and the Penhew Foundation, who is the people in charge, or were started by the Carlisle expedition, they procured it from somewhere.
I'm not sure where.
Through the Osiris International Import Company. So they came from here somewhere and then went to London.
We think Darshire.
From Darshire, probably.
We also probably stole them from cultists. We also definitely stole them from cultists.
He says, that is interesting. I suppose anything's worth a shot. And he's kind of looking at you a little bit with an odd look. And so he says, if you'd like to see the girdle, I'll show it to you.
Absolutely.
So he leads you back into the mosque, and there's a separate room that's unguarded, but there's someone inside that room. And he moves the rug back and opens up sort of a cellar door. Leads down some steps. You guys gonna follow him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right on.
There's absolutely no reason not to.
Yeah.
So he
wouldn't
slowly
be.
walks you
We don't have
down
shows.
this set of stairs. There's enough light. There's plenty of light in there and everything. You get down to the floor.
Are there any naked people down here?
There are not.
You smell burning hair.
Is
It's
there
a
drumming?
game. No
They're a
joke.
pit with a.
There's a giant spider.
Suddenly Robin Williams showed up and was like, what?
You gotta roll the dice.
It's 1920.
I've gone back in time.
So he takes you down, and there's a giant door, and it's locked. And pulls out a key and he unlocks the door and opens it. And within there is a room where there's 4 large guards and then sort of an older man who's holding a scimitar that's sort of in the center of them. And he guards the way and he talks a little bit with the fellow you're talking to.
Awesome. I don't think you could have gotten it.
I know. A lot of doors and man. I don't
No
think
wonder
I
this wasn't successful with the Black Ferret.
Where's Jack?
We should just leave it here. You know what? We don't need to see it. It's safe.
You guys got this.
Yeah, we got this. We're good.
Sorry.
You were joking.
You guys are big leagues.
We're amateurs.
Sorry. We're not used to this level of professionalism.
You were not used to this level of commitment.
As he's walking, he's sort of explaining to you about the Carlisle expedition. He believes that they awakened some sort of ancient evil, whether or not that is the Black Pharaoh, or there's also rumors of something called the Black Wind. There's
Oyster Cult.
different names.
Well, Hypatia was a photographer, right? Did anyone ever recover any of her film?
No. No one recovered any of the film. I mean, other than the initial, stuff that was used in the newspapers that was given, the Cairo Bulletin. So he takes you down, sort of introduces you to Nassim FD, who is the extremely old man holding the scimitar. He's sort of a very zealous and pious man, but he greets you, with caution. Then they open the final door, and
One more door.
there's more doors. There's
The last one.
First, we're going to put it in a box. Then we're going to put that box in a bigger box. Then we're going to ship it to ourselves. We're going to smash it with a hammer.
There's a
Or to
box.
save on postage.
There is a box on the table. And he sort of looks at Regina and nods at
Why
it.
does the box say Macy's on the side?
And he walks over to the box and flips it open. There's a very ornate sort of... Well, it's a girdle, and it's got, it's made with cane, and there's different types of jewels in it. It's very ornate. And he explains, yes, we've tried fire, we've tried...
We've seen
crushing it.
and we've seen rain.
We've used acid. We've done everything we can think of. I doubt this is going to work, but have at it.
So I take both my daggers out, jam them in there, and start to try to pry a polka obviously it's metal.
It is metal. So everyone's looking, and the old man with the scimitar is walking. As soon as the daggers touch the chains, sparks just go flying. Like, you go flying back.
Whoa.
The daggers are stuck in the girdle.
Oh no.
Then there's sort of a high-pitched hissing noise emanating from the box. It sounds almost like a scream. And it's just, there's lights, there's just loud noises, everything's flickering, and then everything dissipates.
Did it work?
You're all, so you've been sort of
I love it when
stumbled
a plan
back in the
comes together.
box. Do you want to go look inside?
I'm gonna go look at the box.
Yeah.
The girdle is slashed to ribbons. And suddenly the earth starts to tremble.
We should leave.
It's coming down.
It's when they start to run.
The old man with the scimitar is smiling, and there's a tear running down from his eye, and the man that brought you down here is just ecstatic. And he says, "Thank you."
I can't believe this worked.
Talk about a shot in the dark.
Can I get my? Tried to get my
Get the
daggers back.
Hey, they're silver daggers.
You get your daggers back.
It was a win-win. I was
The
expecting
old man
her to
hands you
rise
his
right
scimitar.
You get the cool weapons.
Schmees get all the good loot.
And so they thank you, and they kind of bow their head to you and say, "You are in grave danger now."
You don't say.
What
Always
else is
been in
new?
grave danger.
Does you guys like gin?
I don't think they do. They are eternally grateful, but you had better run. Well, that's a good stopping point, huh?
That's interesting,
I've
yeah.